What is up, everybody? We are a tiny little bit late, and that is actually because I was uploading my recap from yesterday. So, guys, that is my fault. But I am about to run upstairs. I can see that my opponent is already sitting there. Today, I am playing round number 6 of Rilton. I am right now in 4.5 out of 5, which is like an insanely good score. And today's game is going to be super important. I'm playing against a French guy. He's like 2100. He's really strong. It's going to be the toughest game out of all of the games that I've played so far. But I feel very ready. Happy New Year's, by the way, everybody. Hope that you had a fantastic New Year's. I am speedrunning everything that I'm saying because I'm literally going to run upstairs. But, guys, wish me luck. I am going to go now. I got my glasses. I got everything ready. I'm going to go. Wish me luck. This is going to be a super important round, and I will see you all on the other side. My mom will be commentating the whole game from start to finish. Okay, I'm nervous, but it's going to be fun. Okay, bye.
I'm also nervous.
You're also nervous?
Yeah, yes, good luck.
Okay. Oh, also, guys, I am publishing the video right now. Like, literally, it is public now. So in case you missed my 24-move game the other day, I literally just put public on YouTube, okay? It is out now. So, there we go. In case you missed it, there it is. There it is. Okay, all right, I'm running. Bye.
So, hello everybody. I am Pia Cramling, Anna's mother, and I will be here with you during her game. You know, she's playing this very, very beautiful tournament in Rilton. She's playing Rilton Elo, the second group. As Anna said, she has 4.5 out of 5. That's really amazing. There are only 4 players who are there in the top, and Anna is one of those 4 players. She's going to play against one of the other one. His name is Bastien Bourgault. I'm not sure about pronunciation, French, I never studied French, but something like that. And there are 2 more players, so there will be 2 top board. One of these 2 top board is Anna playing with the white pieces against Bastien Bourgault, and he's a little bit high rated, like 25 points more than Anna, 25, 10, 26. So he is seeded number 5 in this tournament, Anna is seeded number 7, and Anna is playing Rilton Elo, which is for players below 2,200. And on the other top board, we will have a player from Jordan who is playing one of our Swedish junior, Johan, I think. Johan, I think his name is. I actually have played him, but I'm a little bit unsure about how to pronounce his name. So there are the 2 top boards in this tournament. It's so exciting. It's a tournament with around 130 players, maybe it's 125. I'm not sure about the exact number, but lots of players, and they have played half of the tournament. They have played 5 of these 9 games. There are 4 games going left. So this will be the 6th rounds, and there will be 3 more rounds to play. So it's so exciting, so important, and we just hoping Anna will make it today, but it will be, as she said, the toughest game of them all. This is the first time she will play against a player who is higher rated than herself. It's not such a big difference, it's a small difference, but it will be the highest rated player, so it's going to be tough, but it will also be very, very exciting. And here we see the board, we see her opponent is sitting there, he's sitting and waiting for Anna to come. She is running there, she's not there yet. We can see there are other players also who has not arrived, and I think this is maybe a little bit typical. There was a free day yesterday, a very well needed free day for everyone, and it has a little bit time to get back to the rhythm of playing at 3 o'clock, coming here to the playing hall. They are playing in the heart of Stockholm in Hotel Scandic Continental, just in front of the railway station. It's just a very, very beautiful place, and it's also a very nice playing hall. And normally at this time, when they should have started 3 minutes before. Have they already started? I'm not sure. Have they started or not? It could be. But you see, there's so few players. Everyone is late for this round, it seems so. So here we see them. Here Anna is on her way. No, she hasn't arrived yet, but she will be there any moment. She isn't. That could be what has happened, because this is an international tournament. It's a very important tournament. So, of course, to enter the playing hall, it's not just to run in. They will check you, so you don't bring anything you're not allowed to bring. And these rules are very, very strict. So a little bit like when you're going to fly with an airplane, you know, this control where you have to show all your hand luggage, everything. Well, it's a bit the same. So of course you're not allowed to bring any mobile. You're not allowed to bring any watch that can help you. So if you have an old watch, that could be okay, but an iPhone watch, no, you're not allowed to bring it. And it could be that you're even not allowed to bring the pens either, that the organizer prefer to provide it. And the reason is simply that even a pen, if you can get any kind of signal during game, that would actually be a help for the players. So these are the anti-cheating measures taking place here in Rilton, but also everywhere when you play these official tournaments. You play the Olympiads, you play the European team, European individual, European club cup. They are always having this anti-cheating measure, and this is of course very, very important. And so Anna, she's not there, but it seems like there could be a queue. Maybe there are lots of people stuck there, so there is a long queue because we see still very, very few players. I don't think they haven't started the round yet. They will start it. It will be a little bit late. Later, more further behind there, we can see Anna's father walking back and forth. Anna's father, Juan Beon, he is playing in Rilton Elo. Rilton Cup, I'm sorry, I'm not awakened. He's playing Rilton Cup where he has played all the year he played. It's lots of times, so many times, I don't know the number. And the first time he played, I was 85, 86, I believe, and he was the winner. So that was a great memory for him. Now we see there are more players coming in. They have passed the control. They're going to sit down at the board. Anna is not there yet. Even her opponent has gone up. But I don't believe they have started the clock. I think this will be a little bit of a delay round because there are so many players waiting, and we can see that the players who are sitting there, they're not very focused on the board. They are waiting for the round to start. So let's see, we don't know what will happen on the board yet. The games have not started. Here are some other players coming in. I wonder, Anna, why is she not there? She should be there at any moment. Are they checking the board, that the digital board will be working? Because you can see that Anna, she has a digital board, and that is very nice to see. She is on her way up there, but she has not arrived. She has not arrived, but it's still time. It's absolutely still time. And so this is a big chess festival with the Rilton Cup as the #1 tournament. Rilton Elo is for players below 2,200. And then today also will start a tournament with players up to 1,800. It was about 85 players there. So there are lots of things going on at the same time. Yesterday, on the free day, some people, they didn't want to have a day without chess, so they played in the Blitz tournament. The winner was actually Jordan van Forest, and that was very exciting. He was not playing any tournament here, but he was coming from the World Rapid in Blitz in Uzbekistan, and on the way back home he decided to stop in Stockholm, and he played the Blitz tournament, and he also won the Blitz tournament. So that was very, very nice to have such a huge player, such a big, strong player playing in the tournament. And so that was taking place yesterday. So let's see, there are more players there. Not all the players are at the board. Anna is one of those players missing, but she will be there at any moment. She will absolutely be there at any moment. A little more further on, we can see one of Anna's opponents, Per-Olof Gråmark. I think Anna played against him. Could have been the third round. I'm a little bit unsure. It was the third round. Yes, I think it was the third round. Now they are starting the clock. We can see how her opponent is pressing the clock. And I'm just wondering, where is Anna? She will be she is on her way, but she hasn't reached her board yet. And yes, Anna is always playing on the same board. She is playing on board 19. That is her board, because you have the camera there, so it's just easy to keep everything like it should be for every round. So, but she is on her way to the playing hall. And we see her opponent there. His name is Bastien Bourgault from France. He's higher rating. And he, together with Anna and 2 more players, they are leading this tournament. They are in the top. So we have 2 top encounters. One with Anna, and here she is. Here she is. She has arrived. Maybe it was a long queue to enter, but she has arrived, and she has brought her glasses with her, lipstick, all the things she needs to play, needs for to play. And she just blitzing out D4. She is playing it immediately. Let's see, what is her opponent going to play? This was not a surprise, and I like to go D4. This is a little bit a family move. Her opponent played knight F6. Let's see what Anna is going to play after knight F6. He played that very, very quickly. And of course, Anna's first move was not a surprise. He had a whole extra day to prepare this game. So he has decided exactly what he's going to play. Anna is writing down on the score sheet, because when you play classical game, we have such a long time that you actually need to write down the moves. Is the rule, and this is also why even when you have only half minute extra per move, you will absolutely have to do that. And now he played G6. He plays the G6. So what is he going to do? Is he going to go for King's Indian? Is he going to go for a Queen's Gambit? No, I mean, now greenfield, of course. So he can go here. So this is he going G6. So it could be a greenfield. It could absolutely be King's Indian. But he's going to put his bishop on G7 here. This is quite, this is quite sure. When you put the pawn here, he's going to fianchetto his bishop. This is one of the very, very typical ways also of playing. And you can say that this is not so solid, but it depends on what he will do. If Anna goes knight c3, I think she will do that. I think she will go knight c3. And if she goes knight c3, it will be very exciting to see. If he goes d5, then we would have a greenfield, or if it goes bishop g7, and then depending what Anna has, it could be a King's Indian. So let's see what is he going to play. Anna goes knight c3. Here we had the move on the board. She goes knight c3, and will he go d5? Yes, he went d5, so he's a solid player. He went for d5, and let's see what is Anna going to play against. Now we have the greenfield on the board. This is just a very, very popular line to play. It's a very solid line. And in the old days, when someone played greenfield, they almost only play greenfield, because you need to know a lot of theory. You need to know a lot of plans, because white can choose a lot of different ideas against d5. Absolutely. So this is what we have on the board. It takes a little bit of time to come up, but we have this position. So black is actually putting a pawn in the center. And a little bit now, if Anna takes here, and if Anna goes e4, we can see that black has white has a very, very beautiful pawn center. And this is what you do in greenfield. You give the center to white. You give this beautiful pawn center, but then you're going to attack it with your pieces. So you want to say that you have moved your pawns so far away. Now I'm going to attack them, and I hope I'm going to maybe force them to go further, which means I will get some squares to play on, or maybe even to win a pawn. But yeah, that normally doesn't happen, but it could happen. So this is a little bit the plan with greenfield here, that you put the pawn in the center. Depending on what Anna plays here, she can play in different ways. There are lots of different moves here to play here. After d5, we have it on the board. You can take on d5, you can go knight f3, you can go e3, you can go g3, you can go out with the bishop to f4 to a g5, you can put your queen on b3. There are so many moves you can play here. Actually, there's so many moves you can play here. So let's see what Anna is going to play here. That will be very, very exciting. But greenfield is a very, very solid opening. And it's actually one of these openings that you can see also among the top players. I think MVL like to play it a lot, and if I'm not wrong. And so it's one of these openings that black rely on to equalize. They think it's good enough to play for equalizing. If her opponent Bastien Bourgeau would have played bishop g7, we would have had a King's Indian. And a King's Indian you seldom see among the top players. I remember when Grishuk lost to Nakamura, maybe it's a year ago, something like that, maybe even 1 or 2 years ago. Very important game. I think it was actually online, so it could be even 2 years back. But then he said, maybe I shouldn't play the King's Indian against top players. But King's Indian is a way of playing for a win, but you give white even more space, and it's very seldom you see the top players playing it in the top tournaments. When they're playing for win, when they play against weaker players, yes, absolutely they can go for it. But I just wanted to mention it. But her opponent went for this, which I would say is more. Let's go back. This is the position. This is position. He played d5. We have a Greenfeld, and the name Greenfeld is from a player's long back for more than, I guess, about 100 years ago. So it's a chess player who has given name to this opening. So let's see. Anna is now taking a thought. She's decided what is she going to play here. And as I said, there's so many different moves you can play in this position. You can even go, as I said, you can take on d5, you can go e3, you can even go f3, you can go knight f3, you can go g3, you can go out with your bishop f4, bishop g5, and you can go queen b3. I think these are the absolutely main moves. And what is the most common move? I would guess knight f3 is the most common move. But let's see what she will do. This will be absolutely exciting game, and it's such an important game. I would say every game is important, but now when Anna is in the top, she knows she plays against a strong player, so it will be exciting. It will be normally tougher also in her other rounds, and let's see what she is going to choose here. The pairing, the pairing was announced yesterday. They were not announced directly after the round. I think they were announced yesterday. So her opponent has gone a whole more than 24 hours, maybe like 30 hours to analyze if you want to stay up the whole night. So it has been lots of time. But absolutely. And so this is actually after the free day. This is a little bit maybe different to play this round. You know, your opponent has more time to prepare. Everyone is different. Some people like to stay the whole day preparing, looking at ideas. Some players like to just prepare a little bit and just try to get fresh, a little bit to relax from the chess, because it's very intensive. When you play a tournament like this, they are playing 9 games during 9 days, and they play these long games, 3, 4, 5 hours. Anna has played a game, I think it was against the Finnish player Timo Miettinen, which was 5 hours and 15 minutes. It was so long, so it takes a lot of energy. So some people like to relax on the on the free day. And here we can see Anna has blitzed out the moves. Her opponent also blitzed out the move, and Anna went e4, and we have this, and her opponent, he took on c3. Anna will absolutely take back. This has happened, and she takes back, and we see this beautiful center. Bishop g7 came. All of this is very, very normal. Let's see what is Anna going to play here. Let's see what she is going to do. Here in this position, you can go. Also, you can play lots of different moves. You can go out with the bishop to e3. You can even go out with the bishop to e5. You can play out your knight to f3. And what more you can do? You can even go bishop b5 check here if you would like to. You're a little bit asking black, what are you going to do with your what are you going to do? Are you going to put a pawn between or one of the pieces? And you can also go queen a4 check here. I would say these are the main moves here. So going out with the bishop, going out with the knight to f3. Or absolutely, you can go out with this bishop also to c4. This is actually a move I used to play a lot during many years, and I guess this is the old the exchange variation in Greenfeld, and after that you can choose different ways, but with going out with the bishop, the plan is to put the knight not on f3 but on e2. And why do we want to have the knight on e2? Yes, because if black later wants to pin it, we can always make this little move f3, so we are getting out of the pin. So this is another way of playing. We have this position at the board, bishop g7 was played, and now Anna again has different moves to play. So Anna, she won her first round. She played actually against a French player. So this is the second French player Anna is going to play in the tournament. And in the second round, Anna beat she drew against Timo Miettinen from Finland. In the third round, she won against a Swedish player, Per-Olof Gromark. In the fourth round, she won a very exciting game. But I'm a little unsure from where her opponent was, and now and on the fifth round she also won a very exciting game. So Anna has this 4.5 out of 5 games, and this is just and she is sharing first place. Absolutely. So this is amazing. This is just very good. Let's see what is going to happen here. Yeah, Anna starts thinking, because she's deciding what she's going to do. Could it be that he has a bit surprised Anna? That I'm not sure about that, but it could be. So actually, if you're going to play out with the bishop here, this is more normal to put the bishop on c4 than on d3, because on c4 the bishop is looking at f7. It's more active here. So this is actually a more normal play, and this one pawn is not going to be attacked with anything, because the knight, which could have attacked it with f6, is already gone from the board. So it's more logical to put the bishop on c4 than on d3. I can understand that bishop d3. Also with this, it means that if black try to attack the pawn, we can see black is attacking with 1, 2, and 3, and white is defending with 1, 2, but also very important 3. So the bishop has to be on c4. If it goes to d3, we can see after here knight e2, knight c6, bishop e3. Black is not planning to take the pawn yet, because it's a check in the end. But after this move, this is a threat to take the pawn here. This is a threat to take the pawn. Or maybe you probably prefer to make it like this, because we get the pin here and we play castling, and now it's a threat to take the pawn on d4. If you go e5, there will be a hole here, and this is not really what you want to do so early, if it's not necessary. The pawns are stronger if they can stay like this. So let's go back. Anna has not played, so if she goes with this bishop, I would say she should go bishop c4. Even bishop b5 check is possible, one of these moves, if she moves it out, because these are the two best places for the bishop to put it on. And if he goes out with the knight, yeah, then the knight have to go to f3, because if you go here, you see, what are we going to do with the bishop? It just will not be, they are not cooperating together. It's just in the way. The knight will just be put in the way here. So if she wants the knight to e2, she needs to go out with the bishop first. Absolutely. So let's see what Anna will play here. Her opponent, he has gone up. Absolutely. Knight f3, I would say, is the main line here. And I would say then you can go c5, you can go rook e2, you can play in different way. c5, absolutely. And here you can go bishop e3, you can go bishop e2. If you go something like knight c6, we have a position like this. If you go castling, yeah, we can go rook c1, we can go, or we can actually go castling. This is just very good. So in a position like this is very popular to play and to give a check here. And the reason is that something has to go to d2. It could be that you want to give the check earlier. Maybe already now you can go bishop d2, and if you comes back, we just put the bishop on d square instead. I'm just wondering if you can do that, or no, we go d5. Yeah, this is, and the idea is if you take here, we will just take back. This is very far away, and we can see we have a double threat against the rook. We have also a threat here against the knight. That would be winning. So this would have been a little bit wrong way of black to play like this. But so Anna played bishop g5. This is one very I would say it's an exciting move Anna play. So what is she doing? Actually, she's hoping for her opponent to go h6. So the bishop will come back to e3. If this will be played, we go bishop e3. And if you go castling, yes, then we have queen d2. We are threatening against h6 and we are winning time. So this is actually one plan with it. But I expect her opponent to go c5, attacking here. And after this move, what will Anna play? She will play maybe rook c1. I think this is actually the idea to play here, because now if you take here and take here, you cannot take on d4, because you will take here, and if you come here, we will absolutely just take back. We have got two bishops. You can get one extra pawn here. Bishop take f2, but this is still a fantastic position for white. You have the bishop power. You are going to develop your pieces, and you will go rook e1, king d1, but you have the bishop power, and black has got only rook and a pawn. We have the queens on the board. Black is and white is much better in a position like this. So this is what I expect. After c5, can we go d4? I'm just wondering, can we not take this here, and now we would just grab the pawn. Now this is not possible. So after c5, I think knight f3 can be coming, knight c6. What is happening here? I'm actually not really sure what is the most logical way to playing here. So after c5, for me, rook c1 is the most logical to play. And the idea is, if you go knight c6, we will just go d5, and we can see that c3 is defended. If you go queen a5 here, we just go queen d2, and if you would take here, you see bishop g5. This is no problem because the queen is defending it. If you take here, we will absolutely take back with the king. Again, you cannot take here. We go rook c8, and we are winning on the spot. But you can go knight c6. Now the knight c6, we will just go further with the pawn. So this is how I would play this. After c5, I would absolutely go rook c1. This is the move I like in this position. But let's see what her opponent will play here. Let's see what he will do. So bishop g5 is not the main move. It's one on the little bit sideline. c5 can come here, and yeah, I would say this is absolutely the normal move. You're putting pressure on d4, Anna, and you have 1, 2, 3 here. So now I like rook c1. Let's see if Anna is going to play rook c1 quickly. I just hope she will do that. Rook c1 is absolutely the move I want to see on the board. Really, don't play so... yes, play it, and you played it quickly. Don't play so quickly, I would say. If you play rook c1, you can play it immediately, but be careful. Rook c1 is the way. So what is Anna doing? She's not defending d4, but if these pawns will come off, we can see that she has threat here, and this is her way of defending the pawn. So rook c1 was played. This is absolutely a fine move. This is absolutely a move I would have played also, because here we have the position. So even if black is attacking 1, 2, and 3 against d4 here, you can see Anna is only defending with 1 and 2, but she will not lose the pawn because this rook has been activated. If the c-pawns are away, this rook will just look down to c8. It will be it will be attacking. So now her opponent can absolutely go castling, and then I guess you will go d5. You will go d5. We have a position like this. c3 is defended. There's no tricks against c3. So this is what Anna, with her last move, she did. We can see that this bishop is looking down to d4, looking down to c3, but also we're looking at a1. Now with the rook move, putting on, it just gets more than active square. So now her opponent, he played castling. I guess this is normal. I think we will see d5 here on the board. I think this is normal for me. Can you go knight f3? I don't know. I think yes, could there be some pins here? Maybe they're wrong to pin you. There are some threats here. Now we need to go d5. So sorry, knight f3 or d5 are the moves you should play here. I would maybe go d5, but I'm not sure what is better. It could be that knight f3 is the move you should do, just to keep on developing your pieces, because you are not really scared of this thing. Knight c5, we have d5, And if you're in this position after knight d3, you go bishop g4, then maybe we can go just d5, and we can see that, yeah, we can absolutely play a position like this. So let's see what will Anna play. Castling has been played very quickly. He plays his move immediately. It could be that he has prepared this, I don't know. And so it's just, let's see, but he has been playing very, very quickly. And yeah, and the standing here is to Anna. She is together with her opponent, together with two more players, one from Jordan and one from Sweden. These four players are in the top. They have 4.5 out of 5. They are in the top and they are playing against each other. So after this round, there is only possible that two players can have 5.5. Only 2 players can be in the top. If 2 players will win, if there will be 2 draws, yeah, then there will be other players coming up on their points. I'm not sure how many are, you know, following them behind, but there will be other players coming up. So Anna is really in the top. It's so exciting. She is the lowest rated of these 4 players. She is the lowest rated of these 4 players. I think it's the seeded number 2, 4, and 5 who are together with Anna, seeded number 7 in this tournament, Rilton Elo. These are the 4 in the top now, in the top. So. Yeah, he can take now, because now it's Anna's turn to run. Now black has this threat. Black is threat, and let's see Anna does something. Something. Then we will take it like this, and we will take with the queen, I guess. We can also, maybe we can just take with the bishop, because now this doesn't work any longer. We have bishop take f2, and after king take f4, we will lose the queen, because now when black has castle, the queen doesn't have to take on c8. The queen can also go and take Anna's queen. So that is not possible. Anna will need to do something with her d4 pawn. She will need to play knight f3 or d5. This is absolutely the most. She will need to play one of these 2 moves. I don't know what she's going to play, but one of them she will absolutely. I hope she will play. I think she needs to play one of these, either to defend this pawn or to move it forward. And she doesn't want to come here because it means that she loses tempo. No, you cannot play like this. Then she should have put this bishop on e3 immediately. So let's see. She likes to have this. So there will be some threats against e7. So this is the plan with bishop g5. No, it's not the first time Anna played against Greenfeld, but I think there are some times since she met it last time, and she has played a little different ways against it. So, no, absolutely, she has played against it, but it's something you see now and then. Normally, you know those who are a Greenfeld player, because in the old days, if you play Greenfeld, you only played Greenfeld because it was such lots of things you needed to know. But these days, when you can use the computer for preparing, there are some players who play, you know, lots of openings, and one of these very logical, very sound openings is to play the Greenfeld, like her opponent has done here today. Yeah, I wouldn't like to go the knight on e2, because what are we going to do with the bishop? It's not coming up here. So that's why, and she doesn't have time to go with the bishop, because then we will just grab this pawn. So I don't know, maybe, yeah, I don't know, but this just feels very, very, very unnecessary to play like this. Okay, and no, we don't want to play like this. So let's see what she will do, but she is thinking of what she's going to do. Is she going to defy the d4 pawn? Is she going to play d5? I guess we will see one of these moves. And one idea with how she's been playing is that e6 is not possible, because we can see there's a pin. It's not possible to play e6. So d5 is absolutely a logical move. I don't know what, but maybe black can even play this. Actually, I'm wondering, queen d2, and now to go e6. Could this be possible? This would be so, I don't know what would be. So here white could choose to try to have a pass pawn very further on, or just to go something like bishop e2. So if you do something like that, maybe we will go knight f3 and we will just develop the pieces, and finally we can get in castle. But this is far away. What did she do? She played knight f3, she played knight f3. I believe this is the most logical move. She's defending her pawn, she's developing her knight. I would guess that now is very logical to go bishop g4, just to pin this knight, because now you can see that black was attacking with 1, 2, and 3, 2 pieces and a pawn. Anna is defending with 1, 2, and also the queen here on d1. So the queen is actually standing on their best spot. Maybe the queen would absolutely best on d2, but there's not still time to play this move. Anna here, she needed to defend the pawn on d4, but this is a move you want to do. This bishop will probably go to e2 on d3. The pawn would not be defended on d4 any longer. So this bishop probably will go to e2 and then castling. This is Anna's plan, but it depends on what her opponent does. If he goes bishop g4, he's threatening to take on f3 and take the pawn on d4. So then again, he's having more threats against d4. Then she will probably has to go d5, push the pawn further, and we will have a position like this. Maybe, I don't know, something like this. And if you take here, yeah, we will get the bishop pair. We have the bishop pair. There will be a long game. If you're coming here, we will absolutely go back, because we like to keep the bishops, and also because like this we keep in control of c4, and later on we might want to go f4 and take more, even more, to have a more better pawn center here for white. So let's see, she played knight f3, she played knight f3. This was a good move, this was a very logical move, developing the pieces. She needs also, because what has happened here, you see Anna has developed 1 and 2, she's actually also a little bit activated the rook. It's still passive because it stands in front of the pawn, but if black any moment take here, this rook will become active, looking down here, and it has also done something very important. It has come out of this long diagonal. Anna will not be scared to go d5, because this rook is not hanging any longer for the bishop. It cannot be taken by the bishop. So the rook stands well here on c1. So this is what we can see here, that Anna has developed 2 pieces. She has put her rook to a more active square, to a better square, but she's behind with the king. So if you look at king security, which king is safer? Of course, black's king is safer here. It has castle. There is no way that white will start attacking it, not yet, because she will need to make moves like bishop e2 castling. She could try to go something h4, h5, but that would be very slow. And when you have quite an open center, black would just counter in the center. Actually, after a move like h4, bishop g4 would be very good, and the bishop would not be able to take away. So no, that is not the plan for white, not in a position like this. But you can have this plan in other similar position for white, to walk away with the pawn, to go h4, h5. And the reason is that when you fianchet the bishop, you put the pawn here on g6, and this pawn is a little bit like a hook. So when the pawn comes to h5, white will always be able to open the h-file if white wants to. White would also be have the possibility to put the pawn on h6, just to take space and just to make black's position more cramped. But this position is too open for white to play this plan. It would take 1, 2 moves. She needs to develop her pieces instead. So I just expect that Anna will go bishop e2 and castling. But it depends what black is doing. Really, is he going to put more pressure in the center? Will he go knight c6? Yeah, then Anna needs to do something with her pawn. She never wants to take this pawn. This you don't want to take, because you can see this pawn structure. One island, we have another island here, we have a fourth island. The queen side will be very, very damaged. Black will go queen a5, attacking c5, c3, and a2, and this would absolutely be only good for black. So this, you have to be careful. You don't want to take on c5 if you don't get something very, very good back. So you very seldom take on c5 with your pawn. If you would manage to play d5 and have your bishop taking on c5, that is something different. but you don't want to broke up your pawn structure, the beautiful pawn structure, the beautiful center. You don't want to do that if you don't get something very, very good back for it. So now her opponent is taking some time. I'm actually happy to see that. So he has to decide his plan. He's played normal moves. What could we expect him to do here? Absolutely, he can take on d4. He can also go queen a. Could he go queen a5? I'm not so sure, because then we go here, rook a8, and we will just grab this pawn. I think this could be a possibility to play, but he can. He can actually do that if you want. And Anna, I guess this is the most logical one. Yes, to go queen d4, and now we have some attack against e7. We have also, and we are just taking away from this. This could be a possibility to play, absolutely, if it goes queen a5. So queen a5, queen d2, can we go something like bishop g4 here? And now you can go d5. We are having everything defended, and we are not so scared of taking this double pawn. This is actually absolutely also fine to play, even if it kind of looks a little bit scary, but it's absolutely fine to play. I think also bishop e2, could bishop e2 be possible to play? Maybe this is not so good. I was just wondering, maybe this is just not so good, because even if we get this pawn back, rook 8, we have lost our very, very beautiful d4 pawn, and after rook 8, yeah, we need to come back. You have knight c6, and I don't know, yeah, this will be absolutely be fine for black. No, we don't want to play this. We need to stay with the pawns here. So after a move like queen a5, yeah, this I would say is a tricky move. I would say this is a tricky move. Queen d2, but if you go bishop g4, sorry, yeah, then we can go d5. I would absolutely prefer to go d5. Knight d5, I'm not so sure if he wants to go, but you can just go and take it. And even if you give away your beautiful bishop, knight c6 is coming, you have a rook to d1. This one is a bit weak, this one is a bit weak, and this one is a bit weak. And if you go f4, let's see, rook a d8, this is, where is this queen going to go? Yeah, this is not so pleasant. And look at this beautiful rook d4. We are going to put pressure on e4. No, this is just getting very good, because the bishop has not been developed. Anna has not castled. So knight d5, we should be very careful to make a move like this after bishop g4. Let's see what her opponent will do. So I would say that queen e5 is one move, take on d4 is one move, and bishop g4 is one move. These are the three main moves I would expect him to play, one of those. I wouldn't expect him to go knight c6 here, because we have d5. We see that his pawn is defended. It has to come here, but we will just grab it here. And now even we can go f4 if we want. We can go bishop e2, but even f4 is fine. And then after to go bishop e2, and then castling. And later e5 will come with a very, very beautiful center. So white would be very, very happy here in a position like this. No, I don't think so. So not knight c6. So taking on d4, queen a5, or bishop g4. This is what I'm expecting black to play. Yes, okay, yeah, maybe you can play, can we play a more like b6 here? This could absolutely be possible. But if you go bishop b7, I think we will just go d5. You see we are closing the bishop here. And now also h6 is never possible to do, because we are looking an eye on this pawn, and the queen also behind. I just want you to see that we will take it, and after it's not only we win a pawn, we win a huge pawn, because there is a threat on knight g5 and queen h7 mate afterwards. So let's go back. This is the position. Black is thinking. He's down to 20 minutes. He has used 10 minutes of his time. So he's deciding what he's going to do. And I'm happy that he's taken his time. I think he's now maybe out of his preparation, or it was that he maybe just looked at it briefly, or he didn't made up his mind what he was going to go, if Anna was going to choose this line. But so let's see, he takes his time, but it could also be that he's a slow player. He likes to use his time. And some people have asked, why are they spending so much time in the opening? But it is, yes, so important that you get a good position from the opening, that you don't get a bad position, because then you might be suffering for 3 more hours with a bad position, and that's very, very tough. When I in my youth, I played correspondence, not so much, but I played one tournament, and I remember I got a bad position, and in correspondence we were sending by letters the moves, so it was going on for a year, and I was suffering with this very, very difficult position, and this was yeah, that was very tough. So this is a little bit the same. Now he played h6. I didn't expect that, and I think that actually helps Anna. He go h6, and now Anna should put her bishop in e3. This is absolutely the move she should play. The bishop will be best placed on e3, because after she has to go bishop e3. Here will be on another. She needs to come here. The plan is later to go queen d2, and she will actually attack this pawn. So bishop h4, yeah, no, it's on the wrong diagonal. Anna, it would be here, it would be on the wrong diagonal, and this would not be good at all. This would absolutely not be good at all to play like this, because after bishop g4, d5, I don't know what will happen. You will maybe start some attack here. No, maybe not this, but the bishop is absolutely on the wrong diagonal. So the bishop should come back to e3. And one idea with bishop h5 is actually that if you play something, I don't know, we play something slow, we go queen d2, and we have this threat. So we have this threat against h6. So now I'm a little bit, Anna is a little bit taking her time, but I really hope she will go with the bishop to e3. This is absolutely the good square, the natural square for the bishop to stay on, because here it will defend d4. It will also look at h6. So here in the center board, it's looking at black's queen side, at black c5 pawn. So let's see if it makes something slowly. I just want to say, and now you can see what I wanted to say earlier, that it could be something like that, that you want to take the pawn with the bishop, and this is of course what you want to do. So it's important Anna go bishop e3, and I'm a little bit worried that she's thinking, because this is such a natural move to play. What are she thinking of? Bishop e3 is absolutely the best move. It's nothing wrong she used her time, but I'm a little bit worried that she's looking at to put the bishop on h4, or to put the bishop somewhere else. On e3 is very good. And I guess her opponent is going to play this, and he's going to give a check here. It could be he wants to do it, but in a position like this, can we give the pawn here? I think actually we can do this. What will going to happen here? This. And in a move like this, we might go, yeah, we can play for this pawn, but this is not so easy if you don't know it exactly. So I think his plan is, if Anna go bishop e3, to take here, give a check here. Now bishop d2 is probably the strongest move, but probably Anna will play like this, and you take, and now you can take both with you can take with different pieces here, but probably taking with the king is just the weakest here. I don't know. Normally this is the normal move, and knight c6. If you go d5, you have this rook d8, and you are a little bit pinning here. So this is, now maybe we can come back. Yeah, this is very far away, and after move like knight b4, we have, could we go bishop c4, or we could have him go and try to trap the knight like this. You can see he's trapped. But this is far away. But bishop e3 is absolutely the move she should play, because this bishop will be wrong on h4. I would say bishop h4 is a mistake, so please don't go there. Bishop f4 is better, but it could be that black can play knight c6 and get e5 for free, so the bishop is not well placed there. So bishop e3 is the absolutely good, it's absolutely the good move to do here, the very, very logical move to play, and I just hope she will play it. I just hope she has the coffee on the side, that she has waken up. So yeah, no, I don't like bishop f4 so much. Okay, after knight c3 we have d5, but it could be, can we have some, no, we don't have e5 coming, because we go knight here, and when you move back we maybe can take it. So or we go bishop e3, and when you move away we take on c5, but bishop e3, she's on her way to move. So let's see if Anna will go bishop e3, and she played this very, very good move. Here we have it, we can see it now. Here she played it, and this is the logical square for the bishop, and in lots of variation in Greenfeld. when you get this beautiful center. You have only, I would say, you have only 2 logical square for this bishop. The most logical is bishop e3, but sometimes you go bishop g5 because you want black to go h6. You will say, this is a weakness. Now I believe he's going to take on d4 and give a check. I think this is his idea, because if he plays something slow, b6, Anna will go queen d2. He can actually go queen a5 here. He could absolutely go queen a5. But then we have a move like this. I'm not sure what is going to happen. This is lots of tactics. He can go queen a5. So maybe this will take on d4. I am expecting him to play absolutely, because now you can give the pawn, but you really don't want it, and you don't have time for castling. So now queen d2 is perhaps the most logical, but I don't know if it's knight d2 could be possible to play. And if you go queen a4, maybe this queen will be very far away. You will win some time. But you need to play active. This queen needs to come back, maybe queen a5, queen d8, or needs to come back via queen e6, but it will be very, very tactic. So with queen a5, he took on d4. Yeah, this is what I thought he was going to do. He took on d4. Anna will certainly take back with the pawn. She will certainly take back with the pawn, because I always want to show this would not be nice. Look at the pawns, 1 and 2. This pawn will be very, very sad, and this the pawn structure is fine, but these 2 pawns are very good together. These two pawns are weak together. So you don't take back with the bishop, you just take back with the pawn. But we can see that Anna a little bit, he took on d4, and she is a little bit thinking here. But after this is what we have on the board. This is the natural move, because if you see this beautiful, beautiful pawn structure, 5 pawns together, black has the 4 pawns together and 2 against 1, but Anna has 1 very important pawn here on a2. So this is absolutely the normal move to play. This is absolutely normal move to play, and I'm a little bit, again, surprised that Anna takes her time here, because it's such a natural move to take back with the pawn. Why is she thinking here? Because this is even a more logical move than before. But she just wants to feel the position, I believe. So this is what we have on the board. And there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. Only when you're watching, you get a little impatient. You get a little nervous for the time, a little nervous that she will play something else. But here there is only 1 move to consider, and it's to take back with the pawn. It's absolutely to take back with the pawn, because you need to have these beautiful pawns together. The pawns are stronger together. You can see how these pawns take 1, 2, 3, 4. They control all these 4 squares in the center. And if this will happen, I'm sure her opponent will go queen a5 check. And this is why Anna is thinking, because after a move like this, she will have to decide, is she going to give a pawn? Is she going to give this pawn? Or is she going to defend it? And the only way to defend a2 pawn will be to go queen d2, and we will have this position, which is absolutely fine to play. It's absolutely fine to play here. And after here, she can decide how she wants to take back. She can take back with different things. I wonder if she can only also take back with this. And if here, she will have, now again, she have this move. The knight is not so good here. Rook c5, I don't know, e5. Can we even take here? Or we will just keep. And now, in a position like this, you can see that this pawn, the pawn on d5, it's a defended pawn, and it's not only a defended pawn, it's a defended pass pawn. There are no other pawns here. So this would be a tremendous pawn in the endgame. This would just be very nice for white to play. Maybe you can go knight b3, attacking d4. Yeah, this would be nice to do. And the plan is, after if you take something like that, you get out with the bishop, and you will castling. Or maybe you even put your king on d2. In the endgame, you like your king to be close to the center. But Anna is thinking, and this is a little bit worrying me, that she is thinking here, because this is such an obvious move to play. This is just such a natural move, just to take back with the pawn. Anything else would not be good. Anything else would not be good. So, because it wouldn't be that Anna will be worse. It will maybe be about equal, but it's so natural. This is maybe a tiny bit better for Anna. Maybe it's close to equal, but it's just the natural way to play this. Absolutely, this is the natural way. Yeah, he can go bishop g4 if he wants to. Here Anna could go d5 if she wants to. And if we have something like this, I guess we just go bishop c4, bishop e2. One of them are absolutely fine. And you will stay with this pawn here. So maybe, yeah, I guess bishop c4. And if you take, we will actually get wonderful bishop here on d5, looking at the king side and looking here at the queen side. This would be very, very good. And will not... Whoa. So Anna thinks here. So yeah, and I a little bit feel that Anna, there was a free day yesterday, and she just feels that she needs to get into the game. And I think that she is hesitating to take back with the pawn, because after this endgame is maybe not what she wants to play, but this endgame is absolutely fine. This is absolutely fine. You can also go here, you can play this. What would happen? Bishop a4, queen a here, and now there are different moves. I don't know, maybe I don't know what is, but yeah, what will happen here? This will maybe be fine. But you're playing with the pawn less, and you need to know this. This is absolutely possible to play. I don't know if bishop a, this is the main move. Can we go maybe rook b1 here? I'm wondering. It could be maybe castling, but maybe rook b1 also is a move. You're planning rook b4, queen d6, and maybe you are just putting the bishop more actively. You can play this position, but you need to play accurate, because you see, and now she took back. You see these 2 pawns. We go back to the game. She played a good move. She played a natural move, but she used some time, and this 3-4 minutes was a little bit surprising to me. But I think this is a way of Anna to get into the game. She will want to play a little bit slower. At least I like to do like that. That even when it was obvious moves, I took my time. But it's a way for me to feel the position. But we shouldn't forget that this is a game, classical time. They have 90 minutes. And in this 90 minutes, they need to make 40 moves. Anna has just made her 11th move. She needs to make 29 more moves in this 1.5 hour. She has 1 hour and 12 minutes left. But for every move she makes, she will also get half a minute. And this is possible with the digital clocks. This is just a wonderful system. This is so important. It has been like a revolution for chess. I really, really love it, because you get the chance. If you have a completely winning position, you have the time. Normally you have the time to win it. If it's not too complicated, then maybe things can go wrong. But let's say you have something very easy, then you have time to win it. And in the old times, it wasn't like that. In the old times, we had a clock, we had a clap, we had something going up on the last minute, and when it fall, and it could be you hadn't made all the moves, and that was very cruel. So I have lost some games in my life for time. Some games I was worse, I was lost, but also some games I was having a good position, I was even winning, and sometimes I was even having mate. So this is very good. With the digital clocks, this idea with having half a minute extra per move, this is just fantastic. And here we see Anna has made her 11th move. Her opponent is a little bit thinking. I expected him to go queen a5. He can also, if he wants, he can go queen knight here. But this is not such a good move, because we go d5. And now you cannot go this here any longer, because we grab it. And we see a point with this. We just go bishop take h6. We just grab a pawn. And if you give check here, yeah, we can go bishop d2 if you want. But we go here, because now we don't mind to play any kind of endgames. We are just fantastically well here with a pawn more and a pawn. You see, we have an extra pawn. This 2 is 2 against 1 here. So in the endgames, like in the pawn endings, of course, pawn endgames with pawn up is normal winning. But in the endgame, it could be also very good that these pawns are far away, that they are on one side. So let's go back. But that's one reason why knight c6 would not be a good move. We can say queen a5 is what I expect. Bishop g4 is absolutely possible. Bishop g4 or queen a5, one of these moves. So he can go here, d5. And if you take here now, we take with the pawn, queen a5 check. I guess we just go queen d2. And in a position like this, we don't mind that the pawn is on d5 to play the endgame, because we have the 2 bishops. We have still a beautiful pawn here on e6. Maybe you want to go rook d8. I'm a little bit thinking what is the best move. Could it be to move away the king? Could bishop c4 be a possibility? It could be. The idea is if you go e6 here, we will go king e2, and if you take, we just take back with the bishop, and again we have fantastic position. Yeah, this is not possible. Looking at b7, looking at f7, rook fd1 will be coming, this will be coming, and also rook c7. He hasn't played, so let's go back. This is the position. He took on d4, Anna took back. She spent some time on her last two moves, and nothing wrong with that, but there were two very natural moves, and Anna also played the best. Put the bishop, the black square bishop, on the best square. This one is coming out. I expect this one to come to e2 because you are a little bit defending the knight here. And so I think like defending the knight, you're in that sense also a little bit defending d4 and e5 square actually. So I expect this bishop to come to e2 and castling. But it depends on what black will do. If bishop g4 will be played, we can actually go bishop e2 here. Also, we don't have to go d5. And again, we have a check here. We can go queen e2. And if you take, I guess we can just take with the knight. And if we change this bishop, let's see, knight c6 here now, we can go d5. What will happen here? What will happen? But this will actually be fine for white. This will be better for white because now this king has got, this will be better than with the bishop, than some similar endgame we have seen before. Because you see the king has got a very, very good natural square on e2. We see these two pieces are developed. We can see that these two rooks are connected. So Anna is ready to put the rook on the 7th, to bring in the other rooks. All the pieces are ready to be active. So this would absolutely be a very nice position for white to play. And there's no problem. It's 2 against 1 because Anna has this very, very nice pawn in the center. And when it's 2 against 1, she also can put her rooks here or go with the rook to c7. She will put pressure on the queenside pawn. So here, so changing this white square bishop the way we saw would actually, and go into endgame would actually help white. Yeah, all the players are different one their opponent is thinking. Some players like to guess the moves. If my opponent play this, I will play that. Some players like a little bit to look at the position. What is good in my position? What is bad in my position? What am I going to do next? He played bishop g4. This was one of the logical moves. I would say that bishop e2 is absolutely the most logical move to play here now because bishop e2 should take away the pin, and we can see black is attacking d4 with two pieces, but Anna is also defending. Black is attacking d4 with the queen and the bishop. Anna defends it with the bishop, with the queen, and even with the knight. She defends it with 3. But if you would take here, she still defends it with 2. So bishop e2 is absolutely, I would say, the most natural move, the move I like most, because you don't have to force this pawn further. These pawns are strongest when they stay on one side, on the side of each other. They are staying very well here. If you go e5, we can see that we would give a hole here on d5. You don't want to do it too quickly. If you go d5, there is a hole on e5, but there is a difference. This square e5, later on you can go f4, so you can get control of this square. So it's not a hole. But if we say after bishop g4, if Anna would go e5, this would be a hole because there's no white pawn that ever can attack this square. So he played bishop g4. He has used some for 17 minutes of his time. Anna has used a bit more. We are used to that. Anna is normally the slower player. She's normally the one who's spending more time. And today it looks like she's playing. Maybe even more slower than others. No, I don't know. She has played quite fine. But let's see what she will play. So this move I am expecting her to play is bishop e2 or to go d5. These are the two moves. And the one I like mostly is just bishop e2 because and if you go like this and here, They're playing knight c6 here. Now, I would say d5 is absolutely a normal move. You can go e5, but that is not so good move. It's not such a danger that you give this hole now here because you have the white squared bishop, but I wouldn't do that. I would just go d5, and after knight e4, knight e5, we go bishop e2, and we can see that we control this d4 square. After queen a5, I would always go queen d2, and again, we wouldn't mind to play the endgame. We can even take it like this, because we are planning rook c7, and this knight will be kicked away with f4. Let's see, has she played? No, she hasn't played. She is taking a bit of more coffee. I think that's very good. You need this coffee just to wake up, to be ready for this very, very tense game she is playing, she's having now. They are just still in the opening. It hasn't become tense yet, but it can do that any moment. And it's also important not to go wrong, just to make good moves. They're not a critical move here, but Anna could also go queen d2. This is nothing wrong, but she then has to be ready to play with this pawn structure. She doesn't really threaten to take on h6, so maybe her opponent can play a slow move like this. That could absolutely just to stop the pawn to go further, and I can go further anyway if she wants. So this is actually also a move to play. The point is, if you go like here, I think this would absolutely, maybe even knight c6, and you want to grab this with a knight. Yeah, no, this we don't want to do. So this you shouldn't be so eager. Queen d2, no, I hope she's not playing queen d2, but it could be that Anna wants to look for the h6 pawn. But I like just to develop bishop e2. I want to go castling. I want to just get, let's see. But I think Anna, it looks like, oh, I'm a little bit scared that she will go queen d2. And actually, I think because it's an active move, she wants to put pressure on h6. But I like bishop e2. So if you take, you will take back with the bishop instead. You have a little better pawn structure like this. But so I would prefer that. Also, because now in this position, castling would be absolutely threat, because after the queen f5 is no problem at all. So, but she is thinking, let's see if she grabs. She goes bishop e2. Oh, I'm so happy. This was a very good move. This, I would say, is the best move, the most natural move. Very, very nice. She is developing her pieces. She is planning to go castling. Maybe she's planning to go queen d2. That's also fine, because now if her opponent play, I don't know, rook e8, you go queen d2. Now if you take, we will take back with the bishop, and we can move this pawn further, and we can plan to take on h3. We can plan to go e5 also, because we see that this bishop would be looking at b7. So this would absolutely be fine. Anna played bishop e2. This was a very nice move, and this was a very natural move. She just needs to make one more move, and with castling, her king into safety, and then she has finished her development. All her pieces has come to good squares, so she has like one more move to do that. And we can see that black has gone out with his bishop, he's gone out without a bishop. This knight is not out yet. And what would I expect? I expect him to go queen a5, but queen a5, now we were looking at this, queen d2 is absolutely fine, and here now it's very fine to take with the bishop. And now what is going to do with his bishop? If you take here, you take back with the king, and you see we have more harmony here. The king is here, and if you go bishop e6 to have some threats against a2, we will just go d5 and we win tempo. And now all of a sudden the best black can do is go all the way back, because this knight, are you sure you want to go here on the rim? No, you want to put it on d7. But if you put the bishop on d7, where is this knight gonna go? It has no good square. So let's see what he will play here. But after queen f5, he's not at the board, he went up, so he will come any moment. This is the position, and I play bishop e2 after queen a5. Queen d2 is very fine. This is what we were looking at, and now this endgame will actually be will be a bit better for white. It will be more pleasant for white, and it will help white that the bishop comes off. And the reason that it helps white is that it will be easier to have the king already now on a very good square. It's very good on e2. It's better on e2 than on d5, because if it was on the d5, rook d8, and rook to d8 could put some pressure here on the d5, but with the king on e2, It's just the most natural square. It's better here in the center than it would be on the king side because we have an endgame, no queens on the board. Then we need a king in the endgame. It's like an extra piece. If you have an active king, your opponent has a passive king. It could be like you play with a piece up. I wouldn't say that Anna plays with a piece up here. Absolutely not, because her king is more active. It's not so important yet, but her king is better placed in this endgame than this king, which is standing on the king side. I would say so, because this king is just here in the center. It's closer to the action. If there will be some important thing happen on the queen side, it's also just in the center if things happen here in the center too. So her king would be better placed. Let's see, has he come back yet? No, he hasn't come back. He will be here, I believe, any moment. Maybe he needs to take something more to drink. Let's see what, but he will come back here. And now Anna has spent like 26 minutes, but she has played 12 moves. She has been playing quite fine with the time. She has been playing absolutely quite fine. And Anna is playing in this Rilton festival. It's such a beautiful festival here in Stockholm. It's just, I would say, the most important festival with an open tournament, because it's a big open international tournament. And there are actually tournaments because there are the first group for players above 2,200. Some female players, also some junior players, can play with less rating, but for the others you need to have this rating. And then we have Rilton Elo, where Anna is playing for players below 2,200. Anna is together with her opponent with 2 players more. There are 4 who are in top with 4.5 out of 5. So this is the 6th round. This is the 6th round, and they are going to play 9 rounds in the tournament. And this is very typical to have 9 rounds. To make norms, you also normally like to have uneven number of the rounds. So if you will get maybe 5 whites or 4 blacks, or you get 5 blacks on 4 whites, but you get a number very close to the other. If you play 10 rounds, it could be a danger of playing maybe 6 blacks and 4 whites. That would not be so nice. So normally there are uneven numbers also for norms. 9 rounds is absolutely fine to play. So this is round number 6, and they will have 3 more rounds to go after this game. But this game is still going. It's going a lot. Anna played this very nice move, taking on f3, bishop e2, defending. So if black takes an f3, she can always take back with the bishop. And also this endgame would absolutely be fine for her. If you take here, I guess we just can take like this. And if you go rook d8 here, I guess we just can go d5, e6. I guess we just play the king to e2, and we can absolutely play a position like this. This would now maybe even d6. You see the pressure against b7. There is also pressure against a7. This would just be, and we have also this fantastic rook coming in. So let's see, now her opponent is thinking. He is thinking. Anna is going up. Maybe she wants to take some more coffee, but it's good. You need to have energy absolutely to play this. So it's good if she takes something more to eat. Or to drink. I don't know, she had been eating before the game, so I think she doesn't want to eat anything more, and at least not so early. So now her opponent is taking a bit of time. What am I expecting him? I expect in this one move, queen a5, knight c6 not, maybe e6 could be a move. Then absolutely, I guess castling is a good move. Can Anna go queen d2? Yeah, she could go queen d2, but we have knight c6 here now. What would be happening? Then she needs to defend maybe the pawn on d4 in some way. And actually you want to go with it rook h to d1, but it's not possible. So maybe I would say if you go a move like e6, you go castling. We have knight c6 here. Now maybe we can just go d5, take, and you take. And if you go something like knight e7, I guess we can just play h3. We can also get the pawns further, because if you take, we will just take back, and we can see how this pawn is defended on d5. So it's not possible to take it, because white defends the pawn with the bishop and also with the queen. So let's see. what will he do? So he can take on f3, he can go e6, he can go knight c6. Knight c6 now I think would be a little bit of a mistake because we go d5, and where is this knight going to go? I don't know. If you take, we will just take back. You can take back with the pawn. Both of them are good actually. You can even take back with the pawn, and the reason to take back with the pawn is you go here. Yeah, then we will go f4 immediately, and you can see what a beautiful pawn center we have. You're not so scared of castling long because the queen is very, very far away from the king side. And even if the queen could come to h4, jump over here, the queen needs to have another piece to attack. The queen alone will not manage an attack. So, but let's go back. Let's go back. This is how we have it. We have this position. He is thinking queen a5, absolutely natural move. Then I like queen e2. We go into endgame. And I like to go this way because now Anna, if you take, she gets her king here into the center. She will absolutely be fine here. If you go f5, I think we will just go f3, just to defend it. We don't have to, we can maybe go d5 also, but maybe f3. And the plan is if you take, we will keep this pawn center. And if you go e5, this would be a mistake. This would absolutely be a very, very big mistake. But I will show you why. It's because of d5. You can see now, here we have this pawn center. White has a pass pawn, and not only white has a pass pawn, white has a pass pawn on white squares. And we have this black square bishop, and this bishop is becoming passive. So we have a passive bishop behind the pawn, and Anna has a huge pawn here on d5, which is defended. So this would be fantastic with white. This would be fantastic. So now he is just thinking here, what is he going to do? So bishop take f3 is one move, e6. What? No, not the bishop e6. This was, sorry, bishop e6 could be a move also. And queen a5 check. I guess these are the three moves I expect him to play. He could go knight b7, but this is like, yes, a little bit funny. And after knight f6, I guess we can make a little move like h3, because if you take here, we just defend the pawn in a very, very national way. And this would just be much more pleasant for white. You have the two bishops. They are defending the pawns, but they're also looking to the queen side here from behind. We have the bishop pair, which is very good in the endgame. So this would absolutely be a nice position to play. So yeah, these are the three moves. Queen a5 check, e6, and bishop take f3. These are the moves I expect black to play. I don't know what more could black play here. I don't know. I think these are the most logical moves to play here. So it will be exciting to see what he's going to choose. But I must say I like this position for white. I absolutely like this position for white. It's fine because we can get into endgame. I also love to play endgames. You can see this with style. Some players, they just want to keep the queen, and all the time they avoid endgames. Other players, they are very happy to exchange queens. And what is best, of course, it depends on what the position is demanding. So it's good to be flexible. Sometimes the opponent has an open king. You can maybe get an attack. Your queen is more active. You keep your queens. Sometimes you look like one grandmaster told me. He said that when he plays chess, he always looking for an endgame, to exchange pieces, to make something, to get into good endgame. He's always looking for that, and that is something very, very good to do. And that's why, and so there you can see how important, how connected the endgame and the middle game are with each other. So let's take a bit of coffee here now. He played knight c6. This was absolutely a very, very surprising move. He played knight c6. This was absolutely a surprising move. He wants to attack the center, and now if black move, he would have a pawn up. He will absolutely have, he's threatened to win a pawn, because if Anna make castling, I just showed it, this would be a huge mistake, and taking on d4, black would win this very, very important d5 pawn, d4 pawn, have a pawn more, and be absolutely on top here. You cannot play like this. After, if you want, you can grab this bishop, but you got this very, very huge pawn, this very important pawn on d4. So this is his threat. His threat and take on f3 and take d4. And now d5 is just such a natural move to play. And after d5, our opponent can take on f3. And after that, Anna can take back. She can take back with the bishop. She can take back with the pawn. But she should absolutely take back. She should absolutely take back the bishop. Sorry, this would not be good because you can see that he gets lots of pawns here. So, or maybe even if you go here, we can have bishop. Yeah, you go here, take a queen, and you will just take it back. This would be fantastic. You have lost all your pawns here. No, you cannot do that. So d5 is the move she needs to play here. She needs to defend the pawn with d5, not e5, because you have, maybe you can give it check, but you can also have this plan to put the knight to d5. Maybe not yet, but maybe you start with queen a5 check here, queen d2. Maybe now we will exchange here, because now we have given this hold on d5. Now maybe you go rook fd8, and you have this plan, knight b4, knight d5, and we see maybe knight b3, but we see that these pawns is not good. They're standing on black squares. Now this bishop is not, an active bishop is a passive bishop, and d4 has become a weakness. So no, you don't want to go e5. You want to go d5, and besides going d5, you are attacking the knight. So this is something you win time. This is absolutely something you win time doing like that. So d5 is absolutely the good move here. It's a natural move, and this is the reason why I didn't expect him to go knight c6. I didn't expect him to play like this. But if he goes Anna go d5, I expect him to take here. Anna will take back with something. She can take back with the pawn. She can absolutely take back with the bishop also. And after knight d5, I like her to come here back. And this, after queen a5, we have this queen d2. This is just very, very nice. You can go queen a4, but I'm just wondering, we can go f4 here. This I think would not be enough. I don't know, there will be some pawns here, but I just believe that not bishop f4, this would absolutely lose on spot, but maybe something like e6. You have a whole piece more, even if black has got black has 6 pawns, have 3 more pawns. This would absolutely be better because you have the queen on the board, you have this rook has actually been active, and you have some idea to play against the king. So let's go back. So d5 is the move I'm hoping Anna will play. We really has to hope she played it. This is the good move. This is the natural move, because she needs to do something with her d4 pawn. And he wanted to play this way. I think after d5 he will take on f3, but he didn't play bishop take, knight c6, because it's more obvious that the pawn is hanging. Maybe also because he thought here might Anna might even play this knight b4. We can go maybe queen b3, and we're controlling d5. So it would have been much worse to play it for more than one reason. So he played, let's see, this is the position, bishop g4 and knight c6. Anna is thinking, but if she goes d5, she will absolutely have a nice advantage. She will get a pawn into her opponent's camp, and she will get it with time. And she will probably be playing with the bishop pair quite soon. So d5 is what I hope she will do. And we can see that knight d5 is not possible because we have this here, taking here. When you take back, we will absolutely just grab the pawn, and we have pawn more. So if she goes d5, he will have to either take on f3 or to play knight a5, and here we can play different things. Castling is absolutely fine. Maybe queen a4 is also a possibility to put some pressure here, but also castling is absolutely fine, and to play this. And we see now we have a knight on the rim, and we know that right on the rim are not so good. And this position is a bit similar like in the main line, but where you actually have sacrificed a pawn on a2. But now we play this position, but we keep the pawn on a2. and it's just so much better for white to have it like that. But let's go back. Anna has to make d5. If she plays something else, yeah, something else will not be good. It wouldn't be good. It would maybe be fine, but how to defend this? It has to be rook c4, but we really not want to play this. I don't know, maybe we can even play like e5 and d5. Maybe this is now still good for her, good for white, but no, we don't want to have it here. It's just, this is not natural. d5 is absolutely the most natural move to play. The rook is better placed on c1. After here, it can later on be attacked with knight f5, maybe with b5. It's not a good square to have it here. So knight c6. Now actually, maybe his plan is sometimes to go f5 to start an attack here. That could be absolutely possible. So, but this was knight c6. Queen d2 would also be a mistake. You just take on f3, you take him back, knight take d4, and if you go something like this, this absolutely would be very good for, I don't know, for black, because we are having this knight is just a tremendous knight. This bishop is not at all good. This would absolutely be a big advantage for black. We have an open center. So here it came the good move, d5. d5 was the good move. So happy Anna played it, but she took a bit of time. That was absolutely fine, because she's feeling the position. She saw that she has to go d5. She has to push the pawn further. She cannot keep there any longer, because there's so much pressure against d4. It's not good to keep it. She pushed it further. But now she wants to take the knight. So black has to make a decision. What is black going to do with the knight? And I guess he will take on f3 and then move the knight. He can also move the knight directly. These are the things he can choose from. He can give this check. But now he took on f3. This was his plan. Anna now, I guess she will think a bit here, because she can take back with the bishop. I would take with the bishop, because I like to keep my pawn structure intact. I like to keep my pawn structure nice there, all of them together. It's nothing wrong to go here. If she goes here, knight a5 with cam, and you can go maybe queen d2, king h7, and maybe she will try this, but there is no way to attack here. I don't think h4, h5. I think this pawn will actually be weaker. Yeah, maybe you can play like this. Maybe this is not wrong. King f1, and the reason to go here is maybe that you want to go. Oh, sorry, no, now I was a little bit too quick. There is a piece hanging here. I was a little bit too quick. You have to be careful. So this, you can actually play like this also. Absolutely. So I expect Anna to take a bit of time here. Is she going to take back with the bishop? Is she going to take back with the pawn? Because knight e5 now, you don't want to play, we have f4. This knight has to come down here, and we will have such a beautiful pawn center castling, and maybe bishop f3 and e5 will be coming. If you go something like knight b6, we will, yeah, we can go a4 just to play against it. We can also go maybe something, yeah, queen b3, it's also good, rook d1, followed by rook d1 to go e5. We want to get this pawn further. So I would say both of the moves here, g take f3 and bishop take f3, are good. It could be that g take f3 is the strongest one. I would probably take with the bishop. Maybe it depends on my mood, but I would. I think I would do that. It's more solid. G take f3, I might say, is more interesting, because you can play against the other king. And I believe Anna will take with the pawn. I believe she will take with the pawn, and I think she will spend at least 5 minutes, minimum 5 minutes, before she will make the move, because this is very interesting. You have this idea to play h4, h5, try to open up, to put the rook on g1 if you want to. And this king, you can go castling, but you can also play king f1, king g2, and there's not such an easy way for black to attack, to make anything against your king. It stays very safe here also. So let's see, this is one of these very exciting moments here in the tournament. Yeah, and the other way, if you take here with the bishop, I expect knight e5 to come. We can go castling. If you go and now if you go rook c8, something like this, we can go queen a4. The queen is very good here, because we need to control this square on c4. This is very important, and you don't have time for anything like this. I just want to show there will be the knight hanging. So queen a4 would be a very good move here. So both are good here. Absolutely, both are good. To take back with the bishop, to take back with the pawn, and Anna, yeah, she hasn't made up her mind yet, and I'm not surprised, because you have two choices, and what she's doing, because either if she takes with a pawn, we change the pawn structure, and when the pawn structure is changed, the plan for the game can change completely, and it would change here quite a lot, because she will have an open g5. She can play against her opponent's king. She could absolutely do that, so that would absolutely be fine. So it's just, would say, the most interesting way to play. But when you go bishop e2, also you have this very solid way to play, to take back with the bishop. If knight e5 comes, we just go back and we keep control of the c4 square. And let's say you go something like that. I don't know, we can go f4. Yeah, we can do f4 is such a good move, because I don't know, if you give a check here, we will just go, maybe, yeah, we go bishop d2 even. Yeah, bishop d2 is such a good move. There are lots of things here threatening. No, you can't play like this. So, yeah, so both, but you want to keep the bishop pair. This is important. If knight e5 comes, you want to keep the bishop pair, because the two bishops together take control of all the squares. So you will play with the two bishops, only exchange one of the bishop if you will win something with it, win some time, you will get more advantage somehow, maybe win a pawn, then you will do it. But otherwise, you like to play with the two bishops. They're keeping control of so many squares, and they're so strong in the end games. They are so strong together. So he took here. What is Anna going to do? I guess she take with the pawn. I would probably take with the bishop, but both moves are very fine. And she cannot take on c6. This is very important. To take on c6 would be a big mistake, because black can grab on g2, grab on e4. She would be losing lots of pawns. She would actually get a very bad position if you do that. So she has two natural moves to play, to take back on f3, with one, with a piece or with a pawn. So here they are both very, very fully concentrated at the board, and Anna, yeah, she hasn't made up her mind, because she has these two choices. What is she going to do here? How she's going to take back? Yeah, this is such an exciting moment, but just important that she takes back the bishop. So this is the Rilton Festival, and Anna played the Rilton Elo, the second tournament. And in Rilton Cup, we have now there is only 3 players who are on top. They have also 4.5 out of 5. And there are 2 Swedish players. That's why I wanted to mention it. There are Erik Blomqvist is a Swedish grandmaster playing the national team, but we have also a very young player, Edvin Trost, who just became an international master. He is also having 4.5, and it's very nice to see. And the third player, I think, is a player from India. Could his name have been Raya? I think so. I'm not sure. But these are the 3 players in the top in Rilton Cup. But Anna plays in Rilton Elo. She is one of 4 players, together with her opponent, together with 2 more players. They are having 4.5 out of 5. They are in the top. Anna has been doing such a wonderful tournament this far. She's actually winning 15 points by now. But how much she will win depends on what she will do in this game, what will happen. So, but before this game, she was winning 15 points, which is just very, very good. And now she is taking some more coffee. Yeah, this is one of the big decisions to make in a game. But taking back on f3, whatever she does, it's a good move. So just do it. Just grab the bishop with something, and you are having a good position, because white has the better position here. Because this knight will need to go either to the center, but it could be kicked back later with an f4 move. It can also go here to the rim, but we know the knights on the rim are not so good. But I think he's going to go to the rim. This is actually what I think. I think, okay, if Anna takes here, he could play like this, but we will go bishop e2, and then f4 will be coming later. Anna is having such a beautiful center. Queen a5, we just go here and take. We will just take back with the king, and this is just a wonderful position for white to play here. This is just wonderful, this endgame. We will go rook c8 very quickly. We see that this pawn is just hanging. Yeah, you can go something like rook f c8, but we will probably go f4, knight d7. Maybe we will go I don't know, we will go g5, can we go e5 maybe? Maybe e5 is too quickly because of knight b6. We can, yes, but just maybe yes, to play it a little bit slower. But this is just very, very pleasant for white to play, and we can see that this king is better than this king because this king in the center, and she has also the bishop pair here. So let's see, has she played it? No, she hasn't played, and I expected Anna to take some minutes, at least 5 minutes before she answered, before she's going to play here, and it's such an exciting moment. Some people, they are, you know, they are answering directly. Anna, she likes to take her time, and when she has different options like here, and they are going to change the character of the game quite a lot depending her choice here, she takes her time, and I'm exactly the same. Absolutely, I'm exactly the same. So I would also have spent some time in this position. And we can see that this has been a Greenfeld, a very typical Greenfeld position we see on the board. We see this black square, bishop fianchetto here. We see white has pawn in the center. Black is playing against this pawn. Black has 2 against 1 on the queen side, but instead white has this beautiful pawn on d5. So black has some things which are good, white has some other things which are good. But in general, white has the more pleasant position. White has the upper hand here. So, yeah. So this is just what is happening. Anna is down to 50 minutes. This is still lots of time. She has played 13 moves. She has to play 27 moves. So she has about 2 minutes per move. It's still quite a lot of time. I think we never will see, or we could see, she said that when she gets down to 40 minutes, she will at least, she wants to have played 20 moves. I'm not sure we'll see it today either. I don't think we have seen it in any of the games. But when there are critical moments, I like that she spent her time. Yes, but that she doesn't have too little time when she gets into, you know, when I played 10 more moves. So she doesn't get into too much time trouble. That would be, that is always scary. I have been nervous more than once during this tournament, of course. There are always lots of tension, and especially when Anna is getting low on time. But if she has a good position, yeah, then I'm just more relaxed. But let's see, what is she going to do? Is she going to take back with the bishop? Is she going to take back with the pawn? You can yourself think what you prefer to do. I would take with the bishop. This is a little more my style. I like to keep the pawn more solid together. I like to keep them, but it could be that it's better to take with the pawn instead of taking with the bishop. So it actually wins a bit of time if you take with the bishop, because this bishop is now with pawn on e4, pawn on d5. This bishop is best placed on e2. It's good to control c4, because whatever she does, whatever Anna does, this knight will go either to e5 to look for c4 square, or it will go to a5 to look for c4 square. So it could be that later on you want to put the bishop on e2 also. So, but if you take back like this bishop is already on the good square. I assume we will have something like that. Maybe queen d2, maybe we'll see h5. And in a position like this, I hope Anna will go castling. I really hope. And now this is hanging, so you need maybe to go something like b6. But a position like this, we can go queen b4. Now, I don't know, do you dare to go here? There's an e7 pawn here hanging. No, I don't think you want to do this, because take here, we will come here. And if you go something like queen c2, we will maybe just go, what is happening? Rook e1 is not possible, but bishop d1, we are taking here. And we can just grab on a7. We'll take the b6 pawn. And in the end, we will, yeah, maybe you can't go knight c4 because it's a pin here. So let's see. But this is not the position. This was far away. How is Anna going to take back? Yeah, this is the big question she is thinking here. So one idea, maybe strongest, is to take with the pawn, because the bishop is best placed on e2, because on e2 it controls c4 square, and also because she wants maybe to get an f pawn moving, and then the bishop is better on e2 because it's not in the way for f pawn to move further to f4 to grab more control in the center. So maybe g take f3 is the strongest move. Bishop take f3 is absolutely also fine to do. So now I guess Anna has been spending, is it something like 10 minutes? Yeah, she has been spending 10 minutes. What is she going to do? Yeah, that is, yeah. So yeah, she's spending maybe a little more time than I was hoping, but it's absolutely fine. This is absolutely fine to do so. So what? Yeah, these are the two moves to choose from. And if it was only one move, you know, if it was only one move to choose from, it would have come quickly. But when you have alternatives and it will change the position quite a lot, yeah, then it can be that you spend a lot of time. But it also depends on your character. And actually with chess, we are training this decision making all the time. We are training it, but even though it's just not so easy to make decisions quickly. Only when you have very little time, then you have no choice at all. And we can see that her opponent, he looks at the other side of the board, at another board. I think it's his way of a little bit relaxing from the game. Now he looks back at the board. Anna is also fully concentrated. Yeah, she has been spending quite a lot of time here now. She has been spending quite a lot of time. So I guess it's about time that she takes back her move here now, and takes back her move, that she makes her move here, not take back. We're not allowed to take back any move. But I think it looks like Anna is on her way to move. It looks like she is on her way to make her decision. And what can it be? Yes, vamos. Let's see if Anna will just take back with the pawn. This is what I guess she will do. But both of it is just very, very fine. So this is the 6th round in Rilton Elo, and yesterday was a free day. So this is the first game of 2024. This is the first game for lots of players in this year. So of course everyone wants to have a good start in this new year. But there are still 3 more games to come, 3 more games to play, so they will play 9 rounds. So they will keep on playing at 3 o'clock tomorrow, the day after, and on Thursday, but Friday, when the last round is going to be held, they will play all a morning round, a nice morning round. Again, they will play at 12 o'clock. So, but there's always something to remember. There was actually someone who didn't turn up yesterday at 12 o'clock. And I think actually there was someone who, not yesterday, the day before, who actually didn't know that the last round of the last year, 2023, was held at 12 o'clock. So, and meanwhile, they are thinking, Anna is thinking, I'm a little bit going back to the tournaments which are held typical during this time, and one of the most important, maybe the most important of them all, is the World Rapid and Blitz. And I was very happy to see that Magnus Carlsen, you know, he made it again. He won. He became the world champion in Rapid and Blitz again. So that's just amazing to see. And we could see also Valentina Gonina, she won the Blitz. I have played with her lots of time in Blitz. I don't know if I ever win against her, but I played with her lots of time in Blitz. She's such a good Blitz player, and she won the Blitz tournament among the women. And in the Rapid, we had a big surprise for me. That was Anastasia Bodnaruk. I just wanted to mention it. I would have loved to be there also, but it's also very nice. It was held in Uzbekistan, quite far away from Sweden, but it's so nice to be here to comment on Anna's game, so I'm just enjoying this instead. But I just wanted to mention that is one of those typical tournaments going on in Christmas. Rilton is another one. Hastings is another one in England. It's just such a famous tournament. I actually played there once. It was 85, 86, almost 40 years back. It was a very, very special experience, but I'm very happy that I've been there once. There used to be the European Championship in Groningen, so I actually played there once. It's also about 40 years back. And now, these days, I think they have an open tournament there. There used to be a strong grandmaster tournament in Reggio Emilia, Italy, and also second tournament. I remember my brother played in the second tournament during this Christmas time. So there are, I guess there are lots of other tournaments I haven't mentioned, but there are tournaments having this tradition. You play chess after Christmas, during Christmas, when you have New Year's Eve, or before or after. So it's just quite a beautiful tradition. So Rilton Cup or Rilton is not the only one. But now, Anna, it's about time to move. It's absolutely about time to move. She has been spending 15 minutes, and that's quite a lot for this move. This is quite a lot for this move. It's not problem with the time yet, but she will need to make some decisions later on. And she will need her time. She's down to 40 minutes, so she will not be able to make 20 moves in 40 minutes because she still has 8 more minutes, not 8 more minutes, but 8 more moves to make to get to these 20 moves. This has been her aim, she has said, but it's so difficult to change yourself. When you have this habit of spending time, it's so difficult to change it, but it's quite important because time is a part of the game, and if we can make all our good moves in quicker time, we will become so much stronger, but it's difficult. It's very easy that if we start to play quicker, if we play too quickly, we will make mistakes. So this is why Anna is using lots of time, but I would say that she has spent so much to make this decision, so it just would be good she has decided for one of them, and now, no, she hasn't decided yet. She hasn't decided. And let's see, her opponent is also ready there. I think he is deciding what he's going to do. If Anna takes with the bishop, he puts his knight on one square. If she takes with the pawn, it might be he puts his knight on another square. I'm not sure. It could be the same square. But he will absolutely probably change. He will absolutely probably move his knight, because if Anna takes back with whatever, this would not be a good move. This would absolutely be a losing move, because here we can see that we have 2 pieces attacked at the same time. We can go knight b4, but then we just go rook b1. This is a very good move. You see, this is a pin. There is no way to move away. If you give a check, we will just grab it. We have a piece more. This is not possible. So he cannot. If Anna just takes back on f3, he needs to move his knight. He cannot move any other piece, and he has, I would say, he has 2 very logical squares to move the knight to, either into the center, but in the center it will probably not remain for long, or he can put it on this, to put it on a5. It's on the rim there, but it is just hoping to get the knight to c4. This is what black is dreaming on, to put the knight on a5 and later to get to c4. So this is a little bit the plan, and white needs to avoid this knight to come to c4, or if it comes, it will be under bad condition where she can take it with the bishop. She will give black a weak pawn on c4, or maybe even grab it. So let's see here now. Anna is just, she wants that. No, she doesn't want it, but she will make us nervous. She will absolutely make her mother nervous with the time now, and she's doing that because she has spent, it's getting 17 minutes, something like that, I believe. So it's just quite a long time here. And she's just fully focused, absolutely fully focused. Wow. But we also have a little bit this saying, don't spend more than 20 minutes on one move. And I just think this is not a move really to spend 20 minutes. After you have been using 20 minutes, it's very easily that you start calculating the same things over and over again. You don't analyze anything further. You have made up your mind. You just try to see that it's working. And it's possible that Anna already has made up her mind, but want to check some things before she's going to play her move. And then a little bit further we can see is it one of Anna's opponent? Yes, I believe so, yeah. We can see him on the left side. And we can see that most players are sitting a little behind. We see some players walking around, and there are no audience, no spectators allowed into the playing hall. So it's quite it's not so many people walking around. They are very busy with their openings, with their maybe starting middle games, so they want to sit at the board. And for the players, this is actually nicer, not to have so much audience, not to have so much people around. And but if you're coming to this hotel to watch the tournament, or if you have played your game, you are finished your game, maybe then you can walk around in the other rooms. You can follow the games of the Rilton Cup live. There are some commentators. There are Jesper Hall and Tom Weber. They are two very well-known persons here in Sweden. Tom Weber is a grandmaster. Jesper Hall has made lots of things, lots of training, written books, theater. He's also an international master, so he's a good chess player himself. And they are making the commentary in one of the small rooms there, but you can also see it on live if you want to follow games from Rilton Cup, because here we are only following Anna's game. We are only following this game, which is so exciting. But Anna has now spent 20 minutes, and this, I would say, this 20 minutes, this is getting too much. She needs to move now. She needs to move now to play this, to play a move here now. So what is she going to do? I think she's spending too much time. I would say that this is too much time, because she has only 2 good moves to choose from, and I believe that she is absolutely thinking to play one of these 2 moves. So, but she cannot make up her mind. She cannot make up her mind. But after 20 minutes, it's just to make one of these 2 moves. Yeah, we need to train it. But I also have, you know, I've been playing so much for so many years, and I still have this problem, but I'm better now. I'm actually myself better now. So at Anna's age, I don't know, I think I was worse than Anna. I think actually she's handling time better than I did when I was at her age. So that is, it's fine, but of course it would be better to play quickly, because the time is just a part of the game. And there are actually some players who play quickly from the start. They're a little bit playing on the time, even in classical game. When they know the moves, they will just blitz them out, and it's a little bit of getting yourself to have more confidence. You are a little bit telling your opponent, yes, I know this very well, and you are putting pressure also on your opponent doing like this. So that's what they always recommend. But Anna, yeah, she hasn't made up her mind. It seems like that. So she is still spending time. But this is like 22, 23 minutes. Oh, this is so much time. So much time. And her opponent even went up. He even went up. He didn't want to stay there at the board. So while Anna is thinking, she needs to make a move here. She really needs to make a move, because she's getting down to 32 minutes. And now 32 minutes for 20, what is it? It's 27 move. It's like she has half a, she's getting like 1 minute and 40 seconds per move. It's just getting less, much less than she had before. And why not castling? Yeah, castling would be a big mistake, because black would just take another piece and be a piece up to take here and just move the knight somewhere on the rim and have a piece up. So, or maybe knight d4, knight a5, everything is fine. So Anna needs to take back this bishop. She needs to take back this bishop with one of her pieces, with a bishop or the pawn. These are the 2 good moves she can choose from. And she cannot make up her mind. So I just think that she wants to take with the pawn, but she is unsure if this is a good move. And she wants to take with the pawn, but she's a little bit worried that it could be a bad move. But it's absolutely a good move. It's maybe even the best move to play like that, because her bishop is in a better square on e2. She would get f4 in earlier, quicker like that. And if she would take with the pawn, I just guess we will see this move. I think we absolutely will see this move on the board. So, yeah, 25 minutes. And, yeah, it's very close to 25 minutes. And it looks like Anna is not on her way to move. They are getting... they have 90 minutes from beginning. Anna has 30 minutes left. plus half minute she gets for every move she plays, but she needs to make 40 moves. She needs to make 40 moves. Yeah, she's a bit frozen. No, now she's going to play. Now she is going to play. She's gone down to 30, 41. It looks like she's going to decide, but she is hesitating now. She is hesitating, but just grab the bishop with whatever you want, and it will absolutely be fine here. Yes, and her opponent came back here. Anna is a little bit like frozen. She was on her way to move, but she hesitates again. Her time is clicking, her time is going down, and yeah, it's so exciting. It's so exciting, but she will get into time trouble. And I just hope that it will not be the time who will decide the game, that it will be decided, that it will not be that Anna will make something bad because not having so much time. So she's a bit frozen again. Her time is less than 30 minutes. Her time is less than 30 minutes, and she really needs to do something. She really needs to do something here. So yes, come on, Anna. So, but we have to wait. I think it will come any moment it will come. She was on her way to move, but she's checking what she was looking at. Will it be fine? I actually think she wants to take with the pawn, but she is a little bit worried that it's not such a good move, but it's absolutely fine. So let's see what she will do here now. Oh, it's just, she's down to 29 minutes. It's like 26, could it be 26, 27 minutes she has been spending for this time. That it's so much time when you only have two things to choose from. So just hope Anna will make a move as soon as possible. And now she is taking her decision. She's on her way to move. She's absolutely on her way to move. And here we can see she took back with the pawn, and here it came. She took back with the pawn, and this is actually probably the strongest move to play. She played what she wanted to do, and this is very important. You have to play the moves you understand, you like to play. And now I would say knight a5 is not a good move. We will absolutely see knight a5 on the board, because knight a5, we will actually just put this back. You have to come here, and now castling would be absolutely a good move to play. I don't know what black is going to do. Could black go something big, queen a5, then maybe we can even go queen e1. Yeah, queen e2, this bishop will get to a more weak square, but I think it's just not such important. Here maybe we will have something like bishop e3, bishop b4. We are coming back. If you go something like b6, you don't want to play this, because sometimes we can have bishop g4, we can pin it. We can also just put the bishop here, and we will take squares. We can also put the bishop b5, bishop c6. There are very weak squares here, so you don't want to play it. I expect her opponent to play, maybe he used some few minutes, but I think he will play quite quickly. It could be that g take f3 surprised me a little bit, but this was one of the two natural moves, because Anna needed to take back on f3. But what I'm a little bit, it could be, if he goes knight a5, I'm sure we will see queen d2 here. I'm sure we will see this queen d2, and then will he go king h7 or will he go h5? But in a position like this, I just hope Anna will go castling, because that she will go castling. And if you go something like b6, maybe we can go bishop a6, maybe we can even go bishop b5 a little bit. And now he played knight a5. We have this knight a5. I'm sure we see queen d2. Anna will absolutely go with the queen to d2, and here it came immediately. This is what she wanted to do, because it's logical. Now she wanted to have this move for free. The queen is just very well placed here. Now she is looking at this pawn. Now she is going to take the pawn. He can maybe go something like e6 if he wants to. Could he play a move like e6? Yeah, this could absolutely be a possibility. He could play this if he wants to. Let's see. But I expect that he will defend this pawn. Either he will defend it with king h2, king h7. So now you have the bishop defending the pawn. You have also the king defending the pawn. You defend it with 2 pieces. So Anna cannot take it. He can also go h5, which is such a natural move. Absolutely, such a natural move. And if you go h5, I expect Anna to go f4. I don't know if this is the best. I think yes, castling would be the best, to play something like b6. And now this is the plan, to put the bishop, to put it here. Maybe you can go even bishop b5. Yes, and if you come here, maybe we can go bishop c6. If you have something like rook b8, I'm just wondering how is this going to be. If you put the knight on c5, maybe we will just go we can grab it, but we don't really want to play with this bishop, different bishop. So I guess I want to have the bishop, maybe if she goes something like that, maybe we want to go f4 here. Could this be possible? Knight b7, can we go something like, we go e5 here, and if you go knight c5, we will just go maybe bishop f3, maybe we'll go king g2, we're just keeping everything, but we can put the bishop here on f3 also, so we keep in control. And if you're something queen here, maybe we just go queen e2, so we have every control of everything, or we just play rook fd1, everything control. You can put your queen down here, but it doesn't really do so much. We can just kick you away, something like this, and this will absolutely be fine because we have this pawn. We can start pushing forward. We can take on c5, but maybe not so quickly because we like to keep the control of the c5. Has he played? He played king h7. He played king h7. This was a very logical move. Now I think Anna will go h4. I'm sure Anna will go h4 because she wants to go h5. But it's not so wrong to go h4. I don't know, but can he go a move like h6 here? What will be happening? Is h5 good? No. Then we have maybe g5, but then maybe something like king f1. This is absolutely fine to play like this, and I expect Anna to go h4. But if Anna goes h4, I expect her opponent to go h5, just to stop the pawn. This is absolutely fine to play, and this is what I think Anna is going to do. Another very normal move is to go castling. If you go castling, you have the h-pawn a little bit closer to yourself, so that is also absolutely fine to play. So let's see. But I expect her to go h4 because you have some plans to go h5. He can go e6, but now h5, g5, I don't know, f4, will this be good? Yeah, if you take here, we are taking back. You take here, we take with the bishop. We have, we have this pawn structure are not so good. Queen f6, could this be, yeah. And now you can even castle, but you get an open king. No, I wouldn't like this so much, actually. I wouldn't like this so much, but this is possible to play. It's absolutely possible to play, but you have a queen here in the middle. So I think Anna will go h4, but I would say that castling would be the most solid move. f4 is absolutely a good move also to play, yes, to put the pawn further. I think this pawn is better on h2, and I like to go short castling at any moment. So I would just like to play maybe f4 now. You can start with h4 if you want. You can play h4, but I think the king will be safer. Sorry, this is the position. I think the king will be safer if you let the h-pawn just stay on h2. Yeah, bishop f4, then you have this plan of bishop c7, but I guess her opponent will go b6, and after the knight come here to b7, c5, then you want your bishop to come back. So bishop f4 is not, I wouldn't say the best move. This bishop stays fantastically here because looking at c5, b6 and a7, putting pressure on a7, and if the knight comes on c5, you might want to change it. At least you're looking at it. If you want to change this bishop, you can go bishop d4 also. And what you want to have on f4, you want to have a pawn on f4. So let's see. I just hope that Anna is not is spending so much time. Her pieces are absolutely very good because this knight is not a good knight, and it's not so easy for black to have a good square for the knight. Black is planning b6, knight b7, knight c5, yes, to have this knight here, yes, to block the c5, and this will actually be a way of blocking the c-line. This is absolutely his plan. So what is Anna going to do? I expect her to play h4 or f4. Both of them are fine. Castling is absolutely fine, but h4, I don't like so much this move. I don't like so much that move, because I think the pawn is just better on h2 than it is on h4. If she plays a move like this, I expect her opponent to play h5. And you can play like this, but now you need a rook to a little bit look at this pawn. You might put your king on g2, but yeah, no, I'm not so happy. I don't know, can you go something like f5? Maybe this is not so good because we will have pressure against here. No, maybe this is just a mistake. It's not so good to play like this. So no, this would actually not be good at all. But yeah, so, but anyway, castling, f4 are good moves, natural moves to play. h4 is also a natural move to play. And the important is that Anna, she doesn't spend too much time. She will need to move soon. She will need to move soon because, and f4 came. Yeah, I'm very happy she played f4. This was absolutely a good move. She is taking square in the center. f4 was a good move, and so she played that. And now I expect her opponent to go b6. I'm absolutely expecting him to go b6. And now Anna can go here. If you go knight b7, she can even go bishop f3. And so we have a little bit of pin here. Yeah, he can go here now. But now this is just a very good position for her. Queen d7. You can take on c5 because now you have these pawns here. But you will lose a little bit the control here. Maybe you can we go king g2, maybe rook c4 is a good move. If you go queen h3, we will just kick it. If you come here, it might be that we will just put more pressure here on c2. So, but she will always have to be a little bit careful that somehow black managed to break up this beautiful pawn structure, this beautiful center here, so that he will get in h5, he will get something like here. But if the pawn comes to h4, Anna will just go h3, and there will not come anywhere further. So let's see, she played f4. This was a good move. She played it quite quickly, and that is important because Anna still has 24 moves to make. 24 moves to make in about 37 minutes. So she has this 25 minutes. She will get half a minute per move, but it's not so much time because it's so easy to start spending some minutes per move, and she is not allowed to spend more than 1.5 minutes per move, not more than that. Then it will absolutely be too much. So Anna has been playing so well this far. She has played very well in this game also, but there are lots more game to go. We don't know what will happen. We just have to wait. We just have to wait and see what will happen. There can be lots of action here. She has a very fine position, and she has the initiative. She has the center. She has the better position. She is so I would say she's absolutely on top here, but she has to keep on playing well. You have this double pawn. They are very beautiful, nice, but there can be some dangers against the king side. I'm a little bit worried about that, but this is absolutely a very, very nice and position she is having. And she played queen d2 first. That was good. She got the queen d2 move. I just want to show you. She played queen d2, threatened, looking at the knight, but also threatened h6, and now she made f4. So she got this queen move for free because black needed to defend the pawn. That was very good. So the pawn is coming here in the center, and now I just expect black to go either b6 to activate the knight. You can also go e6, yes, too. But if he goes e6, we can have this one. Can we have it? Knight c6. Can you go knight c6 here? And we can go maybe e5, but not e5. Now we have maybe f6. And what this is going to be, because this, I don't know, this, we have some tactics against g6, but I don't know, if you go here, if you take here, we have probably bishop d3, do we have it, or we need first to take on e5, I don't know. This would just be so many tactics. We have a rook to 7, oh no, this is again very, very, very tactical. Oh, I just hope we don't get a position like this, but I would say that e6 is a move that will not make it so easy for Anna to make a decision, e6 here, because is she going to put the pawn on d6? Is she going to play it to d6? Is she going to take on e6? This would absolutely not be maybe the best. If you take on e6, this would be a mistake, because we just take back with the bishop and we are having a pawn extra, but we also have an attack on the knight. This would be just winning for black here. Not for black, but for white. White will win a pawn and have just a fantastic position here. So no, you shouldn't do that. So let's see. So if e6 comes, this would just, because she has so many things to choose from. Is she going to take it? Is she going to castling? But then we will have this pawn structure and how she's going to take back. The pawn is better to take back to keep the knight away. But now we can see in this pawn structure, Anna is still much better, that this pawn would be better to have on g3. This pawn would be stronger if they were together than they are now. And now maybe a move like b6 here could be coming, but maybe we can go d6, knight b7. We put the rook on d1. No, we go bishop f3 because we are pinning here. If you go rook b8, I guess we can go something like rook c6, rook d1, maybe even rook c6, yes, to keep the rook on an active square here. And we have now, we can go something like rook c7. We just try to keep this very actively, and then we put a rook on d1, and we are playing a position like this. Actually, rook e7 is a good move, but this is so difficult. And the plan with rook e7 is simply that you're not getting out with your queen. You cannot activate your queen. But this was very, very far away. This is a position, but I would say that e6 would just... And he played. What did he play? What did he play? He played rook c8. Did he play rook c8? But this... What... Did he play rook c8? No. Because he had these tactics. If Anna takes here, and Anna cannot take the piece because there is a bishop c3 here, she will lose the queen, so she's not winning a piece. He played rook c8, but now this is the logical move. Yes, to castle. Yes, to castle. This is the logical move. So she keeping control. He has an idea with this. He has an idea. He wants her to take on c8. This was what was playing. I was just shocked. He wants her to take, because after castling here, he can maybe go knight c4, so he gets his knight into c4. So take on c8 would absolutely be a mistake. It wouldn't be the best. The best is just to go castling. You're getting your rook into play. If you're controlling c4 square, the queen is still here. The queen has to defend. If you take on c1, you take back with your rook. You have this active c-line. You go something like b6. But here, I would say that this would be just a very lovely position for her to play. I'm not sure what is the best. Maybe knight c5 is coming. Maybe bishop g4 could be a good move to play. And because now we actually have a nasty threat. If you go h5, we will go down. And we will absolutely play this position. We will have a queen against a knight and a bishop. But white would be so much better in this position. We see how bad this bishop is on g7. So he played rook c8. And now castling is the good move. He wants to have, this is a little bit tricky move he's playing. His plan is that if Anna does something else than castle, if she takes here, the queen will come here. Anna cannot take on e5. She can go, no, this would just be wrong. She has to go queen d3, but this is just getting just a control in c4. If she now goes castling, he will have knight c4. And now, this is not what you want to do, because after he takes here, now he would actually be almost better, because e4 pawn is hanging. Maybe you can go e5, but you go maybe rook d8. I don't know what is happening here. Rook d1, and you go b6, and this would absolutely be about equal position. So Anna needs to go rook. She needs to go castling. She needs to be able to take back on c1 with she needs to be able to take back on c1 with a rook. So this is very important, just to make this, to develop the last piece, to put the king into more safety, to bring the rook into play. So castling, I'm really hoping that she will play this move now. So, so this is why this move is a mistake. After taking here knight c4, now, if Anna take on c4, there black has two choices. Black can keep on playing in this position, and we have this f3, we have this position, but this will be fine for black. The problem is e4 pawn is hanging. Maybe e5 is the best move. This is equal. Black could also go after the perpetual to play like this, and it would be a draw. So that would absolutely not be good. So this square is just a key square. She shouldn't allow this knight on the rim to enter the game, to play bishop c4. So I would say that castling is very, very important. The player don't take the rook, because you will lose the control of c4. Don't take on c8, just go castling. This is such a natural move. You need, and after that also her rook, her last rook, you see this rook is passing, this king is a bit of danger. You cannot take the piece, we saw that before. This here now Anna in a position like this is actually the best move, but this is not so easy to do. And here you only have, you can go king f1, and if you give it check here, you can go king d1, but this is not so easy to play. It's actually fine. White is much better still, because you're threatening to take the bishop, you're threatening to take a pawn, and if you come here, we will just, no, here we will absolutely take the bishop. It's not possible, but if you just defend here, we will just go bishop take a7. So we have, and here we will go into the endgame. The king will come to g2, the rook will come activating, so we will absolutely be fine. So let's see. I just hope Anna played this castling. She needs to take, don't take a pawn. That would not, taking the pawn, oh no, this we cannot do. I think after b6, this would get her into problems. I don't know, what are you going to do here? This you cannot play. No, don't take the pawn on a7. This would absolutely not be good. And I just a little bit feel that he wants to let Anna have different possibilities. She could take a pawn, but to take pawns in the opening is very, very dangerous. You need to get your king into safety. Then after that you might think that you can take the pawn, but not yet. That would be absolutely too early. And maybe this is why he played the rook c8. It wasn't, I would say, it wasn't the best move at all, but it got Anna to think here. So she played castling, she played the best, and actually her opponent went out, and then Anna, she realized she needs to move, and she needs to make castling. Now all her pieces are active. The rook is coming into the game. The second rook is coming into the game. This rook is standing perfectly well here on c1, controlling c4. This is so important that the knight cannot go to c4, and the bishop is controlling this square, and also the rook. So knight c4 is not coming now. Now Anna is threatening to win a piece. She's actually, if she was on the move, she would win on spot. She would take the rook. I just make a little no move here, and you would see how this would just winning on the spot, because if bishop c3 comes, there is no longer any check. The king has hide away on the king side. There is no winning the queen. So now Anna is threatening to take win a piece. So what will we see? I guess we will see b6 here. I think we will see b6 here. He came back to the board. Her opponent, Bastien Bourgault, I think it's something like that, you pronounce it, and he is higher rated than Anna. He's seeded number 5, I believe, in the tournament. Anna is seeded number 7, and both of them are 2 of the 4 players having 4.5 out of 5. They have got so many so many points. They are up there in the point in the top together with 2 more players. So there are Anna, there are her opponent from France, there are playing from Jordan, and there are another Swedish player. They are all having 4.5 out of 5 points. They are in the top. They are playing against each other. So there are 2 top clashes, and we are seeing one of those clashes here on the board. Anna is down to 20 minutes. Her position is completely fine. It's so completely fine. It's very, very good. She has played very nice moves all the way. She has done the good or the best moves. He played b6. He played it quickly, and this was absolutely a natural move, because he wants, again, if Anna takes here, here comes here, his plan is to go queen h3, yes, to keep the queen here close. But is it a good move? No, probably it's not a good move. Oh, sorry, I was too quickly. I wanted to put the rook here on c7. Maybe if you put the rook on d7, I think we will make something like queen c2, put in pressure, and here we can see that this queen alone cannot do anything here. Queen alone, there are no more piece to attack Anna's king. You cannot go queen g4 check even, because the bishop keeps the control. We just grab it. So Anna's king is very safe here. This bishop cannot enter. This bishop would love to come to e5, try to put some tactics against h2, but it cannot enter there because Anna has the queen controlling it. She has a e5 square. She also controls it with the f4 pawn. So no, it's not possible. We see we have a knight on the ring, but this knight is on the exactly best flank for Anna. It's on the queen side, so far away from the king side. So this knight will take a long time, if it ever will be able to come to the king side and try to help the queen to make some king attack on Anna's king. But this is so far away. So this would absolutely be fine. So after b6 now, take on c8, and queen c8 is absolutely a fine move. She can go bishop a6 if she wants to, just to keep control. She can also go bishop g4. This could absolutely be a possibility, but then maybe rook c4 is a good move. Rook c4 could be a good move. So after here, rook c4, and we know we don't want to take it because then black will actually, maybe you can go b5, stay with a knight here. It could be possible. Maybe you even could take here, but we take back with the pawn to have better control of the square. We're planning e5, so we have a triple pawn here, but white would be maybe a little bit better, but to play different color bishop, we don't want to do that. So he played, Anna went bishop a6. This was one absolutely fine move to see. I expect him now to take on c7, to take here and go queen d7. Now he wants to make some tactical here. And what will Anna play here? I guess she will go, maybe queen d1 is the good move, but this is difficult to make. Maybe queen d1 is the good move. Queen e2 is what I expect her to play, but then maybe could queen a4 be coming here, or could it be that e6 is coming? Could that be a good move? Yes, it could be a move. And why do I want to play this? Because in this position, this is the last move. Anna played bishop a6. This is the last move. Her bishop will be better on e2, but he took on c1. This was expected. He took on c1. Anna took back immediately. We will see, I think we'll see queen d7. And could it be that Anna will go? Because now he's threatening to go. Maybe some checks here. Is absolutely, this is a threat to play this. So let's see. Anna needs, so I think we'll see queen d7, and I think he will make it very, very quickly. His plan is to activate his plan is to activate his queen. He can also play something else, but queen d7 looks very logical. I think Anna will go queen e2. This is not the best move, but it's very logical move. Maybe bishop e2 is the best, but I don't think she's coming back. When she put it here, we can go e5. We have the knight to c5, and now, yeah, we can play this position with different color bishop. We can absolutely do it. Black will try to play against f4 to get the pawn. So black would try to get in g5 in some moment, but this would be a little. It's better for Anna, but it's different color bishop. We would really like to have it here. So I think we will absolutely see queen d7. This was played. Now queen g4 check is a threat. It's absolutely a threat. So Anna needs to do something against it. And probably this is the best move, but this is very difficult. The idea is to stop queen coming to g4. You will also stop any queen coming to a4. So but this is very difficult to see. Now you can make, because now b5 can be coming, yes, and now we have something like rook c5. You're not allowed. Can you go knight c4? I think we'll take on b5. You take on e3, and yeah, now we will absolutely, we have to take back, and we play this position. It will be better for Anna, but again, we have different color bishops, and we have heavy pieces on the board. Anna is better, but it's a little bit open here with no f-pawn. It's a little bit open here for her king. So let's see. Queen d7 was played, and now he actually have this threat of going with the queen to g4. Bishop e2. Anna played queen e2. This is absolutely a fine move, but now he can go something like queen a4. Is that a good move to play? No, it's not, because then we go queen c2. What is happening? If you go back here, maybe we can actually go, we can even go bishop d8 if we wanted to avoid this, but we can go bishop e2, and we can keep controls of this file. This would be fantastic for Anna. After a move like knight b7, we are going rook c8 or rook c8. Both of them are good. Maybe rook c7. We want to change queens. Without queens, this would be just a wonderful wonderful, wonderful endgame. Here we would actually win a pawn. We will actually win the game. This is just such a fantastic position. The bishop pair. We have 2 against 1 here in the center, and we have and Anna, she played queen to e2. So queen e2 was absolutely a logical move to see. She's stopping b5. Now maybe e6 is the best move. She really wanted her bishop to be here. So what will happen after knight b7? It's possible. It is possible that Anna will take it, but this will only be about equal. But I believe she's going to take it. After a move like this, maybe can she go bishop b5 here? What is it going? Is she going to go queen h3? But then I think maybe we have this rook to c7. So we are having some activities, and we can also see if you try to make something like that, we have bishop d7, and this we would just win 2 pieces for the queen. We would have a position like this, I guess bishop c6, and the queen will be stronger than the rook and the knight. So let's go back. Anna played queen e2. She has played the moves quite quickly, and now her opponent needs to think a bit, because it's not so easy. What is he going to do? Is he going to try to grab? Is he going to go with a knight to b7? And now this would not be a good move, sorry, because we have queen d4. She cannot do that. But he hasn't played, so knight b7 is a very logical move to play. He can also go e6, absolutely logical. Anna wants this bishop to be there to avoid the knight to avoid rook to c8. She's controlling this square. So this could absolutely be a logical move to play. Now I guess this is this is a good move. If here comes, maybe we can we go e5? Yeah, because if you want to take here, we will go bishop c6, and we see there's no way for this queen to defend the knight. We will just win a piece. So that is not possible. So knight b7, I expect Anna to go bishop b5, a little bit asking you, what are you going to do here? If you come here, I'll go here. If you come queen h3, we will just go this rook to c7. So this, what could you do? If you go e6, is e6 a good move to play? I don't know. Now, maybe queen d1, maybe the queen d4, maybe this is also possible to play. And if you take here now, we will take even with the queen. You have a check here. Is the king coming? The king is just escaping. You can give a check here. And what is this? But this is a little bit difficult to play. Queen take h2, and we have a rook coming to 7th. This is actually very, very good to play for white, because we have the rook, we have the queen in the middle of the board. We're attacking f7. We have a knight which is not playing. This bishop is also passive. This queen is far away. Yeah, and if you go into endgame, we will just be so happy here. I guess we will go e5. We see this knight is not getting out. This bishop is almost not getting out. If you go anything f6, we will just get a pawn further, and this pawn will absolutely be winning the game. It's just 2 steps from queen. But this is not the game. It's far away. What will her opponent play after Anna played queen e2? Is he going to play queen a4? But then queen c2 is such a strong move. It's such a strong move. Can he go queen a3? Yes, to keep the queen here. But then we have e5. The queen is just not so well placed here. What is her opponent going to do? Is he going to play something like rook d8, try to take the pawn, but we can just defend it. We have a very active here. He cannot go g5. Is he going to go something here and try to get in g5? No, then we will actually be very close to trap the queen. The queen is just getting very, very passive. And if you come, oh, so sorry, what did I do here wrong? You cannot go here, sorry. Queen before. Yes, I'm sometimes getting so excited. So this, and you can see that now the queen is just getting very, very badly placed here. No, you don't want to play this. So let's go back. Let's go back. This is the position. What is he going to do? What is he going to do? Is he going to go for something crazy like g5? This could be crazy, but we will just take it. If it's taking back, yeah, we can even go, we can take g5. We can also go queen h5 and take the pawn afterwards. This would also be fine. No, you cannot go something like that to breaking up the position, because you are giving a pawn, and also the black king will also be weak. So this is not a moment yet. But the idea with g5 would actually only be that you try to get the queen to h3, and you want to try to get the bishop to e5, but Anna will absolutely be able to defend against this first. So these are the moves he can play. He can play rook to d8 if he wants. He can go e6. Can he go f5? f5. But I think f5, it would be absolutely queen b5 and now queen d6. Could this be possible? Yeah, this is actually possible for him to play. But it's not so easy maybe to make a choice like this, and now rook c7 to play this. And what is going to happen here? The bishop is defended. This piece is out of the game. Can he try to... he can go something like rook d8, but we will probably just take here. And if you go something like knight c6, I guess we will just take it. And in a position like this, we have... Anna can take on a7 also, so she will have a pawn up. But we see that this bishop is not active, and the king is very weak. It's only the bishop who is defending the king. So let's see. Has he played yet? No, he hasn't played. Now he starts thinking, and it's so important to... It's so important what he's going to play next move. So Anna is playing here in Rilton Elo, the second group. It's such a beautiful tournament. We see all the players sitting there. I think all of them, almost all of them are sitting. They are all analyzing. They're all looking at their probably middle games. And e6 is absolutely a move to consider. After e6, I expect Anna to go... I think she will go bishop d5, but this is maybe not the best move to play. e6, so after that it could be queen d3 is the best move, and now it's difficult. You need to take with the queen, but this is very difficult to make this choice. I don't think we will see this. If you take with the pawn here, yeah, this... If she takes with the pawn here, this will be some activity. This is not so good. It's only equal in a position like this. Maybe it's like, because there are lots of checks, yeah, and Anna will all. So has there been something happening here now? Has there been something happen here now? It depends on e6. She can go bishop b5. It's probably not the best move. And I guess he would go queen d6, something like this. You take on, and then probably Anna needs to take on e6. If you take back with the pawn, we will go e5, and you can see this is a weakness. This is also going to weakness, and it will take time to get this bishop to play. So he will need to take with the queen. But this is absolutely fine to play e5. We will have maybe a move like f6. And we have a position like this. Can we go something like rook c7? Can you take here? And we can take back. I'm not sure what is going to happen here. And we play a position like this. Anna doesn't have so many pawns left. b6 is weak, but she has a very good grip here on the second rank. But her king is also a bit weak, so we have a little bit to be careful. There's nothing going to happen with the king. There's a little bit like a g-pawn missing here. So, but she would be much better in that position. But open kings for both black and white. So let's see what her opponent will play. He's taking his time, and it's very, very exciting. I guess e6 is the best move. Try to break up the pawn here. If he goes e6, can Anna go rook d1? Is that a possibility? Absolutely. But he will go here, queen d3. Anna needs to defend the bishop, the pawn here. And she cannot go here, because then we probably have the check here, and it will be as equal. She needs to go something like f3. And how is a position like this? Maybe rook e8, because yes, and maybe something to play this. I don't know. Can we go something here? Maybe queen h3 could be annoying. There are a pawn here. We need to go the queen to d1, and we play this position. Yeah, Anna would be better here. She would be a bit better, absolutely. She has the better position, and so it can absolutely be played. So I think e6 is absolutely what is the best move for black to play. Just to try to open up the position, because if it's Anna to move, I think Anna's move is rook d1. If he plays a slow move, let's go h5. I think we can go rook d1 and to go e5. This is what I thought could be fine, but maybe this is not the best. Is it like bishop b5, queen d6? Could this be a better move? And then to go queen c2 and just try to get in here. What will happen after bishop h6? We will go queen c7, of course, anyway, because if you take, we just take it back. and we will win a piece. No, this is not possible. So it could be that bishop b5 is Anna's next move. Actually, if he plays a slow move, so maybe Anna wants to go bishop b5, queen d6, and she goes queen c2. Could that be a move? Yes. So she wants to get down like here. She wants to get down with the rook to, but this is not so clear. I'm a little bit surprised. This is not so clear. Knight c5, and he will get into the game because all of a sudden this pawn will be weak. All of a sudden it will be weak. Maybe we have to make something like f3, but you are breaking it up here, and it will be about equal. So this would be wrong. So it's not so easy, actually, this position. I would say, I mean, Anna is having an advantage, but with this pawn structure, it can actually a little bit, things can go a little bit wrong, and black can equalize. So it's just not so easy with this pawn structure. It has been fine to play like this, but it would be more solid had the pawn on g3. Her king would be safer. Now there are, she would have a better pawn structure with the pawn on g3 than it is when it's standing with the double pawn f2, f4. So now he has been spending like, can it be 15, is it 20 minutes? Her opponent has been spending time, and that's very, very logical. What is he going to do? And yeah, here in Rilton Elo, they are playing 9 games. This is the 6th round out of 9. So there will be 3 more games going on. They will play 1 game every day. So the next round, the 7th round, will be tomorrow. Then the day after, the 8th round on Thursday. And the final round will be a morning round at 12 o'clock on Friday. So on Friday, all the tournaments will finish. We will have a winner in the Rilton Elo. We will also have a winner in the Rilton Cup and also in under. And he played e6. This is a very good move. This was absolutely the best move he could play. But so he played it. And now Anna is not sitting there at the board. She went away. I just hope she will come back. She went away, and she's having a little time. E6 is absolutely the best move he could play. And what is best here? Maybe to take, maybe this queen d1, queen b5 is a good move also to play. Queen b5 is a good move to play, but after queen e7, what will she play? Take here. Can you take with the queen here? Now queen d5 is a good move, but this is, I would say, so difficult to play. You have a check here, you have a check here, and king e2. We have been looking at this, and here rook c7. If you try to defend the pawn, we will just maybe go e5, no, or maybe rook take a7. I think this is logical. You like the pawn to be here because after this we will have an endgame, and this endgame would just be so fantastic with e5. This is so fantastic. We're going to take on b6. We could actually we could just take on b6 directly, but also e5 directly, and this is such a huge threat. This is just fantastic to play for white. But also bishop take b6 would have been good. But this is not the game. So bishop b5 is absolutely good. Queen b5 is a better move. It's actually the best move, but it's not. Can Anna realize that she wants to change queens? Her opponent, if he change queens, we will take here. Is he going to take here? We're taking back. If you go here, rook d8, we are actually, this now, but this is so difficult. I guess rook d1, but now knight b7, this is very fine. So Anna will need to go rook c7, and if you take here, she will need to move away, maybe a4 to play this, but this is very difficult. To understand that you need to play like this. So you have a rook on 7, you have given a pawn, you will get the pawn back. Maybe black needs to defend f7 with something, because a7 is gone anyway. You play something like that, we'll take here, but you see how weak b6 is. Maybe you go something like rook d6, and maybe here we are bringing up the king. We get the king into the game, because we can see that this knight is not so easily getting into the game here. It's not so easily getting into the game. So here Anna will be better. Maybe put the king on e2, maybe the king to f3. Can she play something with her rook also? I'm not sure what is the best. Yeah, she can go rook a6, yes, try to grab the pawn. But then you have bishop d4, and maybe we doesn't want to allow this. So, and rook b7 is not allowed to play, because yeah, because then you would grab it. We cannot play like this. So queen b5. Queen b5 is a fantastic good move, but I would say it's very difficult to make queen b5, and it's just difficult to make. And then I think we'll see queen exchange. This is the best move. Queen b5. I think if she plays this, he will take here and he will take here. Anna now should take back. And after this natural rook d8, she has to go rook c7. And this is so difficult to play. This is so difficult. But the point is, if you take here, you go a4. We will win one of these. You can go for rook f5, but the rook is not good here. After here, we will just take on a7. And if you try to put some pressure on h6, we will just go king here. I don't know if you're coming here. We will actually go just rook take b6. You can take on, because now we want to take the knight. The knight doesn't have any good square to go to. So maybe knight b3, but we can see. Then, yeah, we get some other friends, and we will take on f7. So black doesn't get any counterplay. This is a dream for white, but it's not so easy to value. So what is this going to do? It looks like Anna is down to 14 minutes. Queen b5 is a good move. Is she going to go rook d1? What is happening if he takes here? Can she take with the pawn? What will happen here? No! Then she would actually, after knight b7, she wouldn't even be better here. She wouldn't even be better here. And this is very difficult to understand. Why is she not better here? Because they go rook d8. This is just maybe because she has such a weak king here. She doesn't. If she go queen b5, we will go. Yeah, maybe we go queen f3. If you go into the endgame, we can see that in a endgame like this, now this has become a weakness. Rook d7. It's in a white square. She will have to play maybe f5 here just to try to defend this. She can also go for something like a4, bishop f8, and maybe can she go for a5 just to try? No, then she will have to defend. But this should be a draw. This should absolutely be a draw. This position, I will just show it. This position should absolutely be a draw. But you have to play it. You just keep the bishops. You keep the bishops on the board, and you can see also this is the wrong square. Here is always you play pawn h3 to f5, f3, and this should be a draw. So absolutely be possible. But this, so I would say that this position is not so easy for Anna any longer. It's so easy to make one little mistake here, and it will be equal. For black, it will be equal. The best move is queen b5, but this is very difficult to see. After queen b5, this is just the best move. She wants to change queens. She wants to change queens because in the endgame, if she gets the rook to 7, she will have such a fantastic endgame. And one of the reasons is because this knight is not coming into the game. It takes so long time to get this knight into the game. So this is why she wants to get into the endgame. She wants to take away the queen who can be annoying this king, because the king is quite open. It's quite open position there. So I believe that, so this is the position. No, it's not like that. Sorry. This is the position. e6 was played. Her opponent played a good move. He went up here now. He knows that Anna can play, can think a lot, but she's not allowed to think too long. She has 12 minutes. She has less than 12 minutes, and she needs to make 20 moves now, is it? They have made 20 moves. So she needs to make 20 moves. So she has like 1 minute per move. So she has 1 minute per move. Now she wanted to have 40 minutes left, but she only had 12 minutes left on the clock. Not 40 as her dream was, but she is working on it. I just hope we will see it maybe in this tournament or very soon. She's working on the time, but now she's down to 12 minutes. And what is she going to do? e6 was such a good move. He's breaking up her pawn center. She can go queen b5, she can go rook d1, she can take on e6, she can go bishop b5, all this move, and maybe queen d1. But I would say queen d3 or queen d1 would be the best. But this is very difficult because after this you need to take with the queen. And this, after I guess we will see a thing like this. If we see rook d8, this could absolutely play, but I don't think so. Now we go. Maybe we'll go king g2. We just go with the king. And you see this knight is not coming out. This knight, okay, you can go with the knight to b7 if you want to. But e5, you go with the knight to c5. And we can play this endgame. We will be better here. We will be absolute better here. We have a pawn up and we have rooks on the board. Without the rooks, this would be a draw, I would say. I would believe this would be a draw. White could be playing, yes, it would be a draw. I would believe so. But with the rooks on, you can keep on playing, you have a pawn more, and you have rooks on the board. So it's a little bit of the rule that when you have different color bishops, you want to have heavy pieces, you want to have more pieces, and if you have the initiative, or if you have you have pawns up, one pawn up or more pawns, you want also to have heavy pieces, then sometimes it can be even good to have different color bishop if you are attacking the king, and you can attack with your bishop. The opponent's bishop cannot defend the king. So then it can be very good with different color bishops. So it means that having different color bishop, it's not always a draw. Absolutely not. It gives a lot of tactical play. It's very, very interesting to play with different color bishop. It can be so interesting. She played queen d4, and that is, I would say, that is a bit, is that a mistake? She's pinning the queen. Now if f5 comes, she will need to take the pawn here. She will need to take the pawn. If it comes, she will need to take on f5. And now I guess he will take with the e take f5. And you see, how is this position going to go? We will probably have a rook to g8 here, a rook to g8, and this, maybe rook c7, but can she go king f1? This looks like, can we go queen f4? Maybe we have queen d3, and after check here, I have no, what happening? Yeah, this would be crazy. She would just win on f7, and this would be just the end of the game. There is nothing to do against the mate on h7. I've been blitzing out lots of boot, but queen d4. I guess he will go f5. This is absolutely the most logical move. He can go queen a4 also. What can Anna do here? She can take on e6. Can we see rook take, queen take here? But now we have this beautiful rook c7. But I would say that this is a very difficult move. h5, queen h3. And the point is, if you take back the pawn, can you go rook d8? There are some mate threats coming here. No, it's not the threat to mate, because if you come here, we have this defender. We have the bishop to f1, and we are absolutely very, very fine. This is a tremendous pawn. It's actually threatening to go queen, because the bishop is there is. So if you go something, I just want to go something solid, we would just go here and we take a queen, because we can see that the bishop is pinned. So this was lost the move. She went queen d4. This was a tactical move. If h5 will come, I guess Anna is going to take e6. I think she will go into take on e6. If you take back, she will absolutely take here. She get the rook to c8. She get the rook to c7. She can go bishop here also to go for the pawn if she wants. If e5 comes, she will go f5. She will go for f5. And in a position like this, she can actually take with both. I'm not sure, but bishop takes is the logical. And wherever you put your king, wherever you have to go somewhere, we will play the rook to c7, and we have a fantastic rook. And this is a little bit of rule. When you go to rook to 7th for white, you get the rook to the second rank. When you are black, it's normally worth a pawn. It can be worth something else, but it's normally very strong to have a rook there on the 7th. And we could see if this rook managed to come here, it would be absolutely on the same line as the king. It would be attacking f7, it also would be attacking a7, and it would be making it more difficult to get this knight on the rim into the game. So Anna played queen d4. Yeah, this was, I forgot to look at this move. This was absolutely one of the move you could consider. And the point is, after f5, you need to take. You need absolutely to take. If you take here, you can take here, but then we will see e take f6 probably. No, what? You can take here, we will see e take f5, queen f3, and there will be rook d1, we will have rook here, and we will have probably knight b7, and in a position like this, this is actually gone, this is absolutely equal. White is not better here any longer. You can go rook c1 if you want to. If the knight comes to d6, what is this? You can go knight here, and in a position like this, maybe we can defend it like this. So yeah, we can play a position like this, but black is already fine. We see that this knight, which was so passive here, became very active here. So if you go f5, expect, if this comes, and I expect him to play this, I expect Anna to take on e6. This is what I expect her to do, but there are some choices, there are some, and he has played, no, he hasn't played. I thought he played, I thought Anna's arm was up, but it was another arm further down, there it was another player's arm coming up. So he he hasn't played yet. He is thinking. They are both there, so focused. Anna is down to 10 minutes. She is down to 10 minutes. And this is the most danger in the position. This is the danger in the position. So I'm sure we will see f5. f5 is the best move. And after f5, I'm just hoping Anna will grab on e6, take here, and to play this game here. And now to go queen e2. This pawn stops both pawns, but she is actually, knight c6 is possible to be played, but now we go queen c4. We want to change the queens. Black doesn't want to change the queens. And how is a position like this? Maybe rook f6, but now we get, maybe can we get the rook into play? I don't know if this is good to have the rook here or not, or if this is wrong. No, maybe queen h5. We just get it more active here, but I don't know, can we go something, I don't know, rook f6, maybe rook d1 is a good move. Rook d1 could be a move. If you try to come here, I guess we want to go queen e2. We just keep this diagonal, and we always want to play the endgames. We always want to play the endgames. He has played. What did he play? He played f5, and now Anna needs to take, I think she should take on e6. Otherwise the position will be equal. If she takes on e6, she will still be a little bit better. She will still have the... she will absolutely still have a little bit better chance. But if she takes an f5, no, this will not. If she takes an f5, he can take with e-pawn. He still can go wrong. He absolutely still can go wrong. But e take f5, this is the good move. And this rook d8, this is not so easy to realize that we can play a position like this and play rook c7. And could this be a little bit better? For Anna, king h8, we can take on h7, and is this what is happening here? Now he has bishop d4. I guess black will be in time here. Now black is in time because also, I don't know, if you go king e2, maybe he might be able to take here. Can he go and give it check here? King, I don't know, if you go king g3, maybe he can take on a2, and we can see that Anna will not have any more an extra pawn. She will absolutely, maybe she can't go and take the b pawn, but she will have some counterplay here. Check here. Can we go with the king to f6 here? Now this would be a mistake because bishop c4, we have some heavy threats here. We are threatening mate in 1, and after something like g5, we would just grab the rook. This was far away, but Anna wants to play the endgame. He played the best move, f5. He played the absolutely best move. And now, but this, I would say, very difficult. That I think Anna will take on f5, because it's difficult to understand that if you take here, he takes back, he takes here, he takes with the e-pawn, you go back with your queen somewhere. I don't know, I think Anna will go queen f3, but probably there is the a-pawn. No, we need to defend the pawn here. To understand that she's still better here. One pawn stops Anna's both pawns, but she has the bishop pair. She's planning rook c7. She wants to change the queen here. I don't know, knight c6. Can you go something like rook f6 here? Then we go queen d3. The plan is if you give a check here, we go king f1. If you're coming here, we will... we don't have to change. This is absolutely fine. I would absolutely grab this immediately, put the rook on 7th, and this would be very good. And again, we see how this is pinned. We will take on a7, and there is no danger. We will also have an f-pawn. So, but how to value this? I believe Anna will take on f5, but taking on e6 is the strongest move. But I think she will take here, because after this, she has an extra pawn. But this pawn is not coming further. It's not as strong as it was before. It's not as strong as it was before. And this position will absolutely be about equal. This will, then if this comes, she will absolutely go here. Queen b, knight b7 would be coming. And actually knight d6, knight here. This would be, and if she would take here, this would absolutely, it would be equal, but something like that. And you can go rook d7, and here, I don't know. This is, it's just, I would say that black would be a little bit better. Black would start pushing the pawns here. It's not, it's about equal, but maybe it's a little more pleasant for black, but it's absolutely equal, this position. So let's go back. So Anna is down to 70 minutes. No, not to 17. She's down to 7 minutes. She doesn't have so much time. She still has 19 moves to make. She's thinking there. I believe she take on f5 because it's not easy to understand that it's better to take on e6. I think this is just a difficult move, but to take on e6 is the best move. It's absolutely better, because if she stays with the d5 pawn, it will not be a big pawn, it will actually be a weak pawn. So this pawn is better to take it away. Just grab on e6. Her opponent needs to take back. Now take on f5. Her opponent needs to take. If it takes, you will just go into endgame. This would be a dream for Anna. This would be a dream. We will not see that. He will absolutely take back with e-pawn. Now he threatened the queen. He's also looking at the a-pawn. Anna needs to play queen e2 just to defend it. But she's getting a little time. She is getting a little time. So let's see what she's going to do. This is one of the difficult moments. And to keep the advantage, she needs to take on e6, but it's not at all easy to do so. And Anna is having very little time. She has played 21 moves, but she's down to 6 minutes for these last 19 moves. She gets half a minute extra, but this is like 8.5. She has like 15 minutes for 19 moves. She has less than half minute per move. And why is she thinking so lot? Yeah, because she has 2 moves to consider. Take on e6 and take on f5. And and also because we've seen she has been playing slowly today. She has been playing slowly today. I don't think her opponent has offered a draw. In the Rilton Cup, you are not allowed to offer draw the first 30 moves. How it is here in Rilton Elo, I actually do not know. I'm not sure if they're allowed to offer draw, but in general, the players want to play the game. You want to play the game. You play, you learn. Sometimes things goes well, then you're very happy. If it goes wrong, you will get a new game tomorrow. You will learn from it. So they will absolutely keep on playing here. And Anna has to make a choice. She has to make a choice. And no, it's actually not like that. Anna could make a woman international master norm, because you can play against other title holders, and who has, if you play against a woman with the international norm or a woman with a grandmaster norm, but you need to play against 3 with norms, 3 out of 9. And if you play against a man who is an IM, this will also absolutely calculate for getting an international master norm, the women international master norm. So but Anna needs to play against 3 players with titles, and she needs to score certain points. How many points depends on the rating average of her opponents. So now Anna is down to 4 minutes, and this is what I'm so worried about. I'm so worried about her time. She is down to 4 minutes. She took on e6. I'm so happy she did that. She took on e6. This was the best move. Her opponent will absolutely take on e6. He cannot give her a strong, big pawn on d7. This is not the chance. He has to take. He takes it back immediately. Anna even took a sip of coffee. Anna has to take on f5. She took it. She won a little bit on time here. She got a little bit on time. So this is what happened. She took an e6. He took back. She took an f5. He hasn't taken back, but he will absolutely. He can go this move, rook take f5, and this is a tricky move, but Anna would be winning here. He has a tricky move, rook g5, but she has bishop c8, and she would be winning on spot here, because rook g5, we just grab the queen, and if the queen goes somewhere else, I don't know, somewhere here, we will just grab it. We will just play with an exchange up, and this would be just winning. So no, rook take f5 is not possible. Here she took on f5, he played this move, and now Anna played bishop d3 instantly. And this was a little bit scary move to me. He can go queen d7 now if he wants to. And now Anna will probably go queen e2. And we have this. And we will get the knight to c6. I don't know. Can Anna go bishop b5? No, we have knight d4. And she will be worse. So bishop d3 was very logical. But it's a move that a little bit scared me now. A little bit scared me. He can go rook f6 absolutely. And then Anna, she needs to move her king. She can go queen f3, it's a good move. Can you go knight c6 here now? Yes, and I wonder bishop c4. Can you play that? Let's see. She has played. She played bishop d3. Yes, this was actually logical. He can go king. He can play lots of different moves. What I'm expecting, I may be expecting to play this move, and now to play this move, king h8, and then Anna actually needs to go. She can even go queen h5. She can even go. The idea, if you take my pawn, I will probably take your pawn. But what is happening? Queen d5. This No, this is too much. This is so difficult. This is just so difficult. The point is, no, this is just impossible. If you come here, we have queen g6, and if you come here, we will take here, and in a position like this, because this knight is so weakly placed, actually, rook c8 is coming. She's much better here, but this is difficult to value. But she's better because this knight is out of the game, and the king is very weak. This is just a tremendous threat, and would win on spot. But what did he play? He has played, and he played rook f7. He played rook f7, and this was not such a good move. Now queen h7 is a good move. She can go queen e2 also. Queen a7 is absolutely a good move, but also queen e2 is a good move. So he played his queen h7. Let's see. Now he's not threatened to take, but he wanted to avoid Anna to go with the rook to c7. She's down to 3 minutes. She's down to 3 minutes, and she has 16 moves to make. Queen e2 is a good move. Queen e2 is absolutely a good move. Queen h5 is absolutely fine move also to play. Can we then say queen d5? This could be played, and then we have this beautiful trick. We can go bishop e4, and you cannot take here because Anna would take here with check. This would absolutely be winning the game, so this you cannot play. And why is this such an important move? Because if you take here, we would take the rook here on h5. So queen h5 is a good move. I think it's queen h5 is a very active move. This is probably the best move, but it's not so easy to do, to play. But yeah, it's the best move. The point is, after this we have bishop c4, so we always have this. So the rook was not so well placed here on f7, I would say. The rook is not so well played on f7. So queen e2, queen h5 are moves I would like to see on the board. What else can she play? Some of these moves, but she's down to 2 minutes, 2 minutes 35 seconds. Now she's on her way to move. She is on her way to move. What is she going to play? What will she do? She has 2 minutes, and she has 16 moves to make. And now queen h3, yeah, if you want to go here, the queen is more far away. No, then queen h5 is better, because here you will have problems to get to the queen side. Now queen h3 is not the move I like. I like the queen to h5 or queen e2, because if you go here, if you need to come back, you quickly can come back here. But if you go to h3, you cannot come, if you come back to the middle of the board. No, so queen h5 or queen e2 is the move I like her to play. Let's see, Anna, you need to play now. You have so little time. Your opponent is looking, he is waiting for you to make a move. The queen is coming. It looks like she's going to play queen e2. It looks like she's going to play queen e2. Oh, come on, Anna, you need to play here now. You cannot wait. Or because she played queen h5, and this was not surprising. She played queen h5. What will happen if you go rook d7? Yeah, this is of course not possible. She has this check, and it would be the end of the game. So she played queen h5, and this is a very good move, because Anna realized that if you go here, we will play the endgame, and Anna will be so much better in this endgame. She can play differently. She can go king e2. Now, of course, if you had a g-pawn, you would have gone g4, winning on the spot, but with the double f-pawn. But you have these weaknesses. You will always look for it. Black is planning to go knight b7, but this will absolutely be a better position for her. So we are just hoping he will go for the endgame. I don't think he will do that. And he cannot go knight c6. He cannot go knight c6 because we will just grab it. We will grab it and we take on f7. So this rook is not well placed where it is. It's absolutely not well placed there. So he can go knight b7. I guess knight b7 is the move absolutely be looking for. But then we have bishop c4. Then we have bishop c4. So this knight needs to stay there. The rook is not well placed on f7. It was actually better placed on f8. But he didn't want Anna. He didn't want Anna to play rook c7. So that's why he put it. He will not go back here. This would be crazy, because then Anna would be able to get her rook to 7, and he doesn't want that. No, he doesn't want that. He would be very scared. Could this be something happen here now? Could this be good? I don't know what is happening here. Queen f3. You have a knight to d4. Can we not? No, we would just grab it, because the rook, this is pinned. This is a pin, so it's not possible. So rook f7, he played it, but he can go rook f6. This is maybe a good move. This is maybe the best move. He can go queen d5, but after queen d5, Anna can go bishop e4. He will actually need to go back again. And in position like this, Anna might go rook d1 because she wants to go bishop d5, but this is not possible because you'd grab it. So in a position like this, you have rook c7. Oh, this is so much tactics. The idea is, if you take my rook, I will take your queen. I will be winning. So you need, if you take my bishop, I will absolutely take it here. I can take it in different ways, but this is absolutely one of the good ways. So that's not possible. You need to move it away. And now I will need to move my bishop d3. Maybe bishop c2 is a better move. And we would have a good position here. This knight needs to stay here. And we have a position like this. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we need to make a little move, yes, to have this escape. Because rook g6. But I don't understand. Rook g6, we can escape with the king to f1. No, that would be very difficult to make. So in a position like this, we need to go king to f1. And yes, so to be able to escape. But now you can have knight c4. Oh, this would be so tactical. This would be so tactical. Now we have queen d4, and this would be completely crazy. This position, check here, we're getting up. We have a check here. We need to go queen g1. I don't know. We need to go. This is actually just winning now. But this is very far away. Far away. But there's so much tactics. There's so much tactics. I would say tactics for both players. But Anna just now has some tactics against f5. She has only 2 minutes left. She needs to make 15 minutes. 15 minutes. She actually had 9.5 minutes to make 15 moves. 15 moves. It means that she doesn't have even 1 minute per move. She needs to play very quickly. I'm hoping he goes queen e6. Maybe rook f6 is a good move to play, because after rook f6, he's starting to have some threats against her. But after rook f6, I don't know if, I guess, can Anna play this move? Is this a danger? Is this a danger? What could be happen here? Can it go something like this? No, we go queen take f5. We go queen take f5. Or after a move like queen d1, we can go bishop take f5. We can also take with the queen. But also this, because there is only one check here. We will escape. This is no danger at all. So let's see. What is he going to do? Anna played one of the good moves. I would say queen h5. She played the most active move. She could have gone queen e2. It could have been that is more dangerous, that is the more stronger move. But queen h5 is a very nice move to play, because you keep your queen close to the opponent's king. You're putting pressure against f5. Anna don't mind to change the queens. She also, with the queen on f5, she keep control of this diagonal. And it's good to have some control here. And the queen, if necessary, can go back. If it's necessary to defend on a2, she always can go back and defend the pawn on a2. So what is her opponent going to do? What is he going to do? Yeah, he could go something like king h8, yes, to be out here on the pin. But then Anna could even give a check here if she wants to, because even a position like this would be fantastic. She wants to go queen take f5. She will just go and grab this. She will play a bishop. She will play an endgame. She will take it maybe with a bishop, maybe with a queen. With both of them, I would say, would be very fine. Maybe queen d8 has to be played, and we just play it like this, and Anna would be she would be much better. A pawn up, but more than anything, the king is just so weak. Let's go back. So what is her opponent going to play? He has 30 minutes. He has lots of time. And he played queen d6. He played queen d6. Now there is only one choice for Anna. She grabbed the queen immediately. He will have to take back here. He will have to take back. I would say that this position is less dangerous for her now. This is absolutely less dangerous. Could it be that Anna will go rook to a8 now? But I just think that king g2 could be a good move to play. Put the king a little bit further up here. He will absolutely take back here with the king on g2 and the g6. This has been played. This is the position. And now Anna needs to make a move. She has only 1 minute, but I am happy. The queens is off. They are not on the board here. And she made king f1. And I think Anna offered a draw. I think she offered a draw here. I don't know if I think she offered a draw. But this is just Hull. I think they offered a draw. And let's see. I think she offered a draw. Looked like she said something. Could it be a draw offer? I don't know if that is. Yeah. it looked like she offered a draw. He was looking at her, but it's actually Anna who is better in this position. It's possible that she doesn't understand it, but I guess he will. If he keeps on playing, he will play. Anna play King F1. He will go. Maybe he goes something like Knight B7. But is this a good move? No, this is probably not a good move, because if you're coming back here, you will have some problems here. You will have some very, very big problems here with Bishop to E6. You will actually win this. But so she offered a draw, and let's see, is he going to play for her time? Maybe he's going to play for her time. She has taken a G6. This has been played. I don't know why we haven't seen this. This has been played. I don't know how much time she has. I don't know how much time Anna has. She has like 2 minutes, and I believe she offered a draw, but I believe so. He is thinking, and somehow it takes a little bit more time before we see it. He's thinking, but it's actually Anna is better in this position. She's absolutely better in this position. If this can, she can absolutely go Rook C6 check. He will need to go Bishop here. And now she will absolutely be better in this position. She can start to go something like A4. She is absolutely better if this knight is coming here. We go Rook D6. I don't know if it's coming here. We will put maybe the Rook on D5. We're putting pressure on F5. We're putting pressure here. So, but Anna, so let's see. Let's see. But she played King F1. So he's thinking here now. If he plays, I think it's because he wants to play on the position. But it's, yeah, he can play. This is actually a good move. But this is, the idea is simply to go here and to go Bishop here. I guess the is to go with the Bishop here and try to get Knight B7 piece here. But after King E2, can we have Knight B7? Because we check here now. And no. This. You cannot go down here. If you go here, we will go Bishop D4 check. No, you cannot play this. And if you get with the piece here now, we will play maybe something like Bishop D4. You try to get, maybe you try to get the knight here in between. We will just go Bishop C2. And we see how the bishop are looking towards the king side. And this is attacking here. She would be very good here. So actually, Anna has she has a better position. She has an advantage here, but she offered a draw, probably because she saw these two pieces, these two pawns. She thought maybe it's not possible to win, but she still has the bishop pair. She's absolutely still better. Even if her opponent has these two pawns, it will take time before he can start, get an end to move. It's not so easy to get this piece into the game. So I think she offered a draw because it looked like she said something, and normally we do not speak during the game. We don't speak during the game, but we are allowed to offer a draw. And in Rilton, yeah, I guess they are allowed to offer a draw in this tournament. In Rilton, in Rilton Cup, I think you are not. You need to play 30 moves before you can offer a draw. Here they have some more moves to go, but I don't know if they have the same rule in Rilton Elo. So, but he will take some time. He will absolutely take some time, but Anna should not be scared if he's playing. She has such a nice position. I'm also very happy that the queens came off the board. She has the bishop pair. Maybe you can see two pawns against one, but this bishop is very good. This bishop is very good. These pawns are not moving anywhere. Her opponent's king her opponent's knight get into the game, but it is so many needs to get into the center. You can put it on C5. This is what you can do. But Anna would take twice and keep on pressure against F5. It would be probably, maybe it would be an equal endgame, but it would only be Anna who could be better there. So let's see what he's going to do. Is he going to play a little bit more? Is he going to play? What can he do? Maybe he can make Bishop F6. I guess maybe we will see something like here. Maybe Bishop B5 is a good move. We are playing with now. Can we go Bishop here? What will happen here? We get out with the king. Can the knight just start jumping here? But we can see now we can get some here. I just wonder where is the king going? Now maybe we also have Bishop here. So, and if you go Rook F8, you see that the Rook is getting very passive. also. Maybe we can go rook d1, maybe we can go bishop d3. So, but I cannot see any danger for her. So I cannot see any danger for Anna in this position. I just think it's such a nice position to keep on playing. So if it was like that Anna offered a draw, her opponent wants to play, that is absolutely fine. Anna has a little time. This is the only problem. She has a little time, but she is just having a very nice position. I cannot see anything to worry about in this position. If you come here, yeah, we will absolutely go the rook to c7. You don't want to play this, because after here we would just grab it. We would grab it and we would just win this pawn. And in a position like this, you just look, so you stay with your bishop pair. You don't let a black change the bishop. You just stay with the bishop pair and you keep on moving in this. But after bishop b2, yeah, you will have to change it. And actually the best way is to change it, to play with the bishop. And why is this better? Because we have your 2f pawn. How could this be better for white? Because we have a bishop and with pawns on both sides. Even if you have a pawn further on, the knight is weaker to play against it. You need to get up with your king, but this is a slow piece. It's not so good to play on both flanks. It's just best in the center. And with the pawns on the queen side, with the pawns on the king side, the bishop will be stronger. So let's go back. This is position. King f1 was played. Anna will get half a minute extra time for every move she does. And if she, and I hope so, she has 30 moves to make before to get to the control. If she gets there, she will get half an hour more. She will absolutely get more time. I am not so worried about this position. I was more worried before, but I know 2 minutes and not so much time. When she offered a draw, I just believe, I think Anna thinks that with this pawn structure, there's maybe not so much she can do any longer, but she is still absolutely fine. She doesn't have so many pawns to win in, and they agreed to a draw. Let's see, maybe they agreed to a draw, and so the game has finished a draw, and let's see, they have finished a draw, and because both of them believe that this is a position which is not so much to do, and black was absolutely right to accept the draw. The bishop pair, even with this pawn structure, even with the double pawn, the bishop pair, this knight on the rim, which will take time to get in, the position is about equal. No, it's not about equal. Anna is better, so black would be happy to make a draw here. He would have to fight for the draw, and Anna, yeah, with little time, she wasn't, maybe she wanted to keep one of her beautiful central pawn to win with it, but she just thought that this would probably end in a draw a little bit later, so she decided to offer a draw, and the game has just finished here. So in yesterday, Anna will be here at any moment. She will be here with you at any moment. And draw is also absolutely a good result. She played with a player who has like 25, 26 points more than her. He was a little bit rating favorite, but they are very close. So draw is quite a logical result in this game. And Anna will be here with you at any moment, so just stay here. She has now 5 out of 6. She will be in the top, absolutely top. It depends on what happened. If one of the other two players who were leading before today, they are playing against each other, if one of them win, they will go up to the top, he will go up to the top. But if that game will be a draw, Anna will still be sharing first place with other players. How many players, we don't know. But we will check we will look for this later, but Anna is minimum at second place. She has finished the game. It was a draw. She is just playing so well. She could keep on playing, but she has played slowly, so she decided to offer a draw, and that was a fine result. We can see quite a little smile here. I think she wasn't too unhappy with it. Maybe a little bit. She wanted to make more because she realized she had a very good position. Something went wrong a bit, but it could easily be like that. And it's not so easy to evaluate a position when the pawn structure is like it is now. So, but she has played very nice, very fine. She had kept control all the way. She hasn't made any bad moves. She had made a lot of good moves. Only thing is that she has been spending some time, and she is on her way here. So she played her 6th round. She will be back tomorrow. She will play her 7th round tomorrow at 3 o'clock. But just stay a little bit longer. She will be with us at any moment. She will speak about her thoughts, her plans, why she played the different moves, and it will be very exciting to hear her commenting on the game. I believe also that Anna is tired because it's very exhausting to play long tournaments. You need to keep the energy, and every game you are playing, you're spending a lot of energy. It's just like that. So, but let's see what Anna will say. She is on her way here. So thank you everyone who has been staying, and just stay a little bit longer. She will come here any moment. And also I will be very curious to listen to Anna and her ideas, and what you thought about the game, what you thought about the opening today. So we show a green foul position, but Anna played with control. She played a very nice game, and I think that Anna has played very nicely all her games here. The only problem has been the clock, and in some games it has been important that she has taken her time, but what happened is that she has had very little time when there's still 10-15 minutes moves to make on the clock. And this has been the only problem. Everything else has been great, has been fine, and I just hope you have enjoying Anna's game. This is maybe the first game that has been a bit slower. It hasn't, but there has been some firework also. I would say in the middle game you had these pawns in the center. Anna took back with the G-pawn on F3. So it has been something going on, but maybe it has been a little more quiet game, and they decided to agree a draw in this position. I think black is very happy with the draw. I can only see white winning still this position, but it would be a long game, and it would be keeping on for a very long time. And with this pawn structure here, this pawn would be so much better on G3. It would be so much easier to use it. Anna decided to offer a draw. And here she is. She is here now. She will be with you now.
Oops. Hello. I don't know if, I don't know. This feels like an uneventful game. But I was trying to play for a win. That's why I said no to his draw offer. But I felt like at the end that I was worse.
No, you are still better.
I'm better?
You're still better there. You have the bishop pair, you have the piece activity.
I'm better?
You're still better here. You are not worse in the last position. When you change queens, this helps you. You are still better. So this...
But here I was really scared of queen d5. Because you know the reason I said when he offered me a draw, I said no? The reason was I thought that if rook f7, I thought that I had rook c7. Where is the game? Let's see this. Bishop d3. I thought after rook f7 that I have rook c7, but it just doesn't work because of king h8.
Oh yeah, that's such a beautiful move. You have everything.
And this was the reason I said no to his draw, because I was already low on time and I really wasn't sure, because I saw a bunch of lines of him going queen d5. Not here, but I thought that I had rook c7, but it doesn't work. So I went queen h5, and yeah, okay, maybe this is a mistake. King f1.
This is absolutely fine, because he cannot go knight b7 yet, because his king will be pushed back. So yeah, it's like, I understand, because his one pawn is stopping you.
Yeah, no, I thought that in endgames that this would be.
But in endgames also his f5 pawn is so weak. King h5, it will be so weak. No, he cannot go up there. If you go king h5,
So what is my plan here?
Maybe you put your king on e2, king on f3. I guess it's active here. I don't know. You will not play a4 because you don't want him to have knight b3. So the pawn has to stay. You put your rook on c2, so he doesn't have to bishop b2. Yeah. But bishop b2, bishop a3.
I actually thought this was completely equal.
No, it's not. You're still better. But
I would never have offered a draw if he hadn't offered a draw before. But it just gets you psychologically, because it's like, if you think that you're worse and you have little time, I just didn't want to lose the game after he had offered it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, I didn't notice he offered a draw. And what moment was that?
Oh, you didn't notice he offered a... Oh,
no, I didn't.
He offered me a draw after e6.
After e6. E6 was the best mode.
Yeah, after e6, he offered me a draw.
Yes, it
and
was
I said, let's keep on playing.
Yeah, I think it was very good you kept on playing. Because after what happened, it's just, you know, you were getting more closer to the draw maybe after what happened. Because even if you're better, it's not so easy to evaluate that with this.
Maybe actually it was after f5. But yeah, I actually...
This was the best you played. It was very important to take on e6. This was the best.
Yeah.
But rook f7 is not such a good move. Actually, if you go queen d5, you can always kick him back.
Queen d5? I was going to go bishop...
e4, you can go if you want. You can go. You can kick him back.
What is this move? Okay, I did not see this move. I was going to go bishop b1, and I got really scared of this, because knight c4.
Yeah, no, I don't like them.
Bishop e4?
Bishop c2 is a better move, and then bishop b1.
Because you cannot take here, because this, and if this.
Yeah, you can go.
Okay, I didn't see bishop e4.
Yeah, no, I can understand. But then he can repeat her. So, and then after this, I don't know. So he could repeat here, and what is now? And in this position, no, you can't go rook d1. You need to move your bishop here.
Yeah, that was the move that was in. But yeah, this, king f1. I don't know why I got so scared here. I think it was just because of my time.
So, yeah. No, I think it's because you have a little time. But I think it's also the pawn structure.
Yeah.
That you see that he has
I really did not see any way for me to get in.
Yeah, and it's not so easy because you have only pieces to play with. You have no pawn play any longer. So you can only play...
Okay, this is not completely winning either.
No. It's only that you are better. No, it's not completely win. This will be a long game, yeah. Rook c2. But he needs to keep the bishop on this diagonal because otherwise you go bishop d4.
Yeah,
and then he will get into problem. So he needs to go back with bishop f6. This is not, it's not so much to do. I guess you can go king e2 and then maybe afterwards you will give it check. He needs to go back with his king to h7. He needs to keep an eye on f5. Maybe you try to go get in your rook via... But no, it's not at all easy. I would say it's not at all easy. This. So I think it was just Ladika. Do you want to look at the game?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that this was... He completely surprised me, so then I just...
You can take both ways. G take f3 is probably the best way, but I would have taken with the bishop because I like more to keep the pawn structure.
No, I wanted to see if I can go h4, but h4 is probably crazy, no?
Yeah, he go h5. This pawn will be weak.
He goes h5? Can I not go f4 then?
Yeah, but he goes... Yeah, you can play like this. Yeah, you can play
this. Is, I think, what I should play. I should have pushed here. Because the moment I go f4, he has rook c8.
But this is not... this is very... But bishop a6 is maybe not the best. I guess this... Maybe you should you go...
It's +2?
To go here and something go... Can you go...
How is this +2?
Queen d7. Now, he would probably go queen d7. Can you go e5 here or something? Oh, no, you should just go queen c2. You want to change queens. Your bishop is very good on e2. This is what you want to do.
Yeah.
You want to change queens.
Yeah.
This is absolutely what you want to do. And your bishop is best on e2 to avoid any check on g4. And the queen on h3 is not doing anything. So this is why this is such a good position. But it's not so easy. No, you just want to get a heavy piece to c7 and you want to change the queens. Yeah. And his knight is still on b7. He doesn't have time to go knight c5 or something.
Okay, now I'm sad.
But you shouldn't be, because after bishop a6 is not seized any longer.
I didn't see. I thought bishop a6 was really smart, but no, my bishop should stay on e2 because otherwise that's what happens. That I almost have to go queen e2 to take control of the light squares, and then I just lose control of the whole position.
You lose control of g4. This is the problem. So this is the same plan. You want to keep control of c8, but you do it in a stronger way because you defend g4.
Yeah.
This is why. So your bishop is actually best on e2. And this is actually why g take f3 was so strong in the opening, because
I'm actually really happy that I played it because I really wanted to play for a win. I think it's just that it got me. I hate it when people offer me a draw. Like if you're my opponent, never offer me a draw. It gets to my head because I just don't want to. I don't know. It really gets to my head.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Draw offers should not exist in chess.
Yeah, I
hate it.
I know a grandmaster who loved to offer a draw. Long time back when you can offer in the opening And sometimes he was hoping that opponent said no, because he thought that opponent would go for him then. And then he could win the game. So, yeah, that is why, these withdraw offers, yeah. So let's see here now. But this, so cool. So now after this, he played e6. Now here even queen e1 is strong, but that's impossible to make. Queen e2 is the logical move to play. And he went e6, and now queen b5 is a very good move. But this is very difficult to value. It's so difficult. I will just show you, but it's so difficult to value, because if you take, he takes, you take back, take on d5, and now after rook d8, you know what is a strong move here? This is so difficult.
What?
Activity.
Rook c7.
Yes, and he take, and you go a4, you defend, and you will take one on the pawns, and you are much better here.
Oh, yeah.
But this is
I
very
didn't see
difficult.
this.
No. This is very difficult, because it's very automatic. Rook d8, you play rook d1, and then he will be in the game. This pawn is not so strong. So, but this here...
I didn't see this at all.
No, of course. This is just very, very difficult. But this was the best chance you had in the game. Well, otherwise you got into the position you got, and you're better, but it's not that much. And it's not so easy to play. And I like queen h5. I liked it, so...
I did not understand that I was +1. I really thought that my pawns were really bad, and that he had a 2v1. I didn't understand this.
Yeah, but he cannot... You look at the bishop. There's no way he can move one of the pawns further, because the two bishop will grab one of the pawns. So they are just very strong. But I can understand it. It's not easy to evaluate this position, that the two bishops are stronger with a pawn structure like this.
Because I just thought this bishop was so bad.
It is, but it's good looking at the queen side, also keep an eye on f4. But you don't have pawns to play with. This is what is difficult. And I don't know if you can dream of getting a pawn to h5, rook g1, getting pawn to h5, so you can... you like to, something like that. Because, so his way of escaping is trying to exchange maybe his knight for your black square bishop. But even then, you always have pressure against f5. So even then, you would not be worse. You would probably be a little bit better.
Okay, I am never in my life offering a draw again. This is the last time in my life I am offering a draw. No, but I think I was both feeling a little bit tired, and all of a sudden I had just missed these tactics. And then two, I was just feeling that I was very low on time. I had 2 minutes for 15 moves, which it's easy if I understand that I'm never going to be able to lose this. But I just didn't understand it, I think, during the game. And I was just so upset about the fact that I had missed rook c7, that I had missed this, and that he had offered me a draw, and that I had said no because this. But I shouldn't. I'm never offering a draw again. This is the last time. This is officially the last time. If I offer a draw again, I'm literally retiring from the tournament. I am never offering a draw again. No, but I don't like offer. I never offer draws. I really do not like offering draws, because I feel like you should play out the games. But I was just so low on time, and I just stressed about the fact that I could have gotten a draw before, and that, I knew before the game that a draw was a good result, which it is. I'm still leading the tournament, tied with some other people, so it is still a good result. But tomorrow, no more draws. I am stopping it.
You can absolutely make a draw. Absolutely, there's nothing wrong.
Yeah.
It's one of the results. But but this was not wrong to make draw here.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so, not at all. Because this position, it's I think it would have been a draw anyway, because there will be some piece play. It's not so easy if black stays with the knight. If black start trying to move the knight to d6, c7, then maybe you have some activity. But it's not so easy. Okay, king e2, you might want to go rook, you might want to go rook g1, but king h7 will come, and then after you will need to come back, because you want the rook to be in c1. No. His rook needs to stay to defend f5, but he plans the knight c6. I think this was absolutely fine.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, of course.
Also, I realized I forgot to eat, Mom. Do you remember? You gave me food, and I didn't eat it.
You didn't eat it? I gave you food. You didn't eat it? Oh.
I'm sorry, Mom. My stomach started rumbling during the game. And I was like, wait a second. I forgot to eat my food. I don't understand how I could forget it. I completely forgot that I had food.
And Oh.
Where is the food?
I don't know. Oh, maybe it's here in the room. I don't know.
I'm gonna eat the food now. I was so hungry because I had no lunch. I just had food this morning.
Yeah, then I think it was very good you offered a draw.
No, but I was starting to feel really tired, and I realized so it was really stupid of me. But yeah, okay, it's not bad. It was a tactical draw, everybody. It's good for the tournament. Tomorrow, as long as we win our draw, it's all good. We keep pushing. There's still some rounds left. It's still good. It's still good. It's still good. Yes. We cannot, regret past decisions. We just have to move forward. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Guys, with this, I think I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to get some rest so that I am fully ready for tomorrow. I don't know who I'm going to play, but it's probably going to be a strong opponent, probably with the black pieces. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm very excited to play again. So round number 7 happening tomorrow. We're starting to enter the end of the tournament. And we're going to be pushing for the win. Which is very possible, obviously, if I would do the tournament of my life. I think that I need to win the rest of the games or take one draw if I'm going to win the whole tournament. But we will do our very best. No more draw offers ever again. Just gotta trust my intuition and just play good chess. No more draws. I hate draws. I literally I prefer losing over drawing. I've realized that. I hate drawing. Drawing is so boring. It gives you absolutely no feeling. I don't feel sad. I don't feel happy. I just feel nothing. And that is worse. So I need to change this to feeling happy. But yeah, it's okay. All right. People, I shall see you all tomorrow, same time as today, a little bit before 3 p.m. CET. We will start the stream and the round. Don't forget to check out the YouTube channel for the recap. I just posted the recap from the previous game that I played. That was a beautiful game, 24 move game. This game, I'll be doing the recap of this as well. And we're just going to keep going. The tournament is still not finished. 2024 shall be the best chess year ever. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I'm going to raid somebody. Give me a name, and I will raid them. And then I'm going to have food and get a lot of rest. Because I am very, very tired. I'm feeling very tired. Okay. Bye-bye, chat. Who should I raid?
Bye.
Who should I raid? Give me a name. Is Lavi streaming? Okay, I'm gonna raid Gotham. It's been a while since I raided Gotham. Let's go ahead and do it. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out over here. I shall see you all tomorrow. I cannot raid right now, but I shall be able to raid in just a second. I will be able to raid. Wait. Let me just be able to do it with the phone. With the phone. Bum. And. Bum. And. Guys, there we go. I'm raiding now. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye-bye, chat.
Bye.
Bye.